You're either really autistic or really abusive. Those are true feelings that you have. You have both of those feelings. Do you admit that or no?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. So then it's not. So then it's not. Yeah, but exactly. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. No, thank you. We got there.
Destiny, this is actually your fault. All of this is literally your fault.
Every time I finish streaming, there's like second stream, which is where this guy will stream after my stream, so that he gets all my overflow viewers, and then all of the drama orbiters will go here and then like start talking each other and like fight and go crazy.
Is that the British girl that was saying like really wrong things?
Wait, hold on. We are Kelly's stands here, okay? But also probably yes.
Okay.
But
What's up?
oh sh.
If I don't come on, everyone's gonna say I'm a
Hi,
cow.
Miss Kelly.
What's up?
I just want to say that the only time I had ever heard of you or heard you speak on the stream was when you were speaking about ADHD medicine, where you did perpetuate misinformation. And so I asked, is she the British girl that said wrong things about
Okay, what is that
ADHD
misinformation? I'd love to know.
I don't remember exactly. You can pull up
Oh,
the
that's
lot if
interesting. Nobody ever knows. Nobody ever gives examples, do they?
Oh no.
They just base it on their feelings.
Oh no.
Stop. That's a Brit.
Oh no, I don't remember why I'm mad.
What did Kelly even talk about regarding ADHD medication?
It was when, well, I asked to come on, and then I don't remember exactly. It was like forever ago, but that's like the only thing I know her from.
Nobody ever does.
But like, is that really an excuse to like go after me like that?
So I said your tattoos are ugly and look like
And
they
you
were
said that
drawn
he
by
found me in a
toddler.
dumpster.
Yeah,
And you
look
called
kinda
me unwashed.
Yeah.
You know what? It's okay. If I looked like Mark Zuckerberg, I would probably be really upset at other girls too, but
I wasn't attacking your appearance, by the way. That could be applied to men. It could be applied to anything. If your shitty tattoos were drawn on a piece of paper, would I not be allowed to critic that as art then?
you know what? I can get my shitty tattoos lasered off, but you are unfortunately stuck with your
True.
shitty personality.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, if you clap at me, obviously I'll clap back.
But it wasn't
Like,
a
it's not
clap.
that
And
deep.
if you're well, obviously it's that deep for you. If you heard, is this the girl that says wrong things about ADHD medicine? And you,
I mean,
got
you were
so
going around
anal about
saying
it?
I was insecure, so obviously I'm going to keep clapping
Yeah,
back.
because you came after me and you said a bunch of
I mean,
mean
you
things
just
about me.
actually-
That points to you
just
being
actually
insecure.
attacked my appearance, whereas I just said your tattoos are ugly and you look unwashed. Those are not immutable characters.
Wait.
Yeah.
You
okay.
can take
Alright,
a shower, right? Like,
Okay, Kelly.
so just to clarify, you don't remember why I am wrong. And you're mad that I said your tattoos are ugly and you look unwashed. Just FYI, wasn't meant to be sexist. I understand how other people interpreted it that way. I should have just said
Oh, you're right. You were
emo
just being
unwashed.
you were being you weren't being sexist.
If I said that to a man, which all of those insults would apply perfectly to Darius,
How come you
by the
haven't been
way.
involved in any drama until a new girl comes on stream and then all of a sudden you're up in arms? How come you were
Are
saying
you
that my
forgetting
tattoos...
that you brought me up? You
So-
summoned me. This is
you-
what you get. Like,
Literally, how was it summoning you? You were...
by mentioning me.
Are you Voldemort? I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to
Yep.
mention you without you becoming
Why
an
not?
enraged...
Yeah.
Well,
Here we
then
are.
maybe you should get some help for that. I don't know.
I mean, you're the one that's saying that your feelings were so badly hurt. Did you not see the actually unhinged things people were saying? Like, how is like me saying your tattoos look like they were drawn by a toddler more
Because
hurtful than the
I
actually
would
shit that
expect
people
better
say?
from like a woman in the community because like there's
Why?
not that many.
Like,
and I
nothing
feel
I
like-
said was actually sexist. You can interpret it that way, and I get it, but that's not what I meant, and it's not what I said. I didn't call you a whore. If people are, like, reading into it and reading whore, that's on them. Didn't mean to say that. Didn't say that.
Okay.
Is that it?
Anything
Damn,
else, Mr.
I even
Zuckerberg?
said, like, people cherry pick shit what I said, right? I said, just because she has ugly tattoos doesn't mean she's ugly. I even said you're pretty a couple of times, right? Because people are like trying to get what I actually think about things. It's irrelevant, right? Anything that I say that's positive is ignored. Everything else is just clip champed, right? So like, I feel like you're finding shit to be angry at that point.
How am I finding shit to be angry at?
Because you're just ignoring anything positive I said, and it's just everything angry. Because like, and you're both perpetuating misinformation, right? Both of you were saying earlier, like that I didn't respond to your clip because you can't like understand time zones, or that like you're not America brained and like,
Kelly
realize I'm in fucking Britain.
Jean, you're being a weaselly little liar.
How am I being a Destiny just said this like an hour or two ago. What do you mean?
Oh, I think technically, Kelly didn't say anything until after your comment on stream. It looked different though, because there were people posting with different timestamps is what I looked at.
But then it's like, if I just ask, is that the girl who was wrong about ADHD medication? Does that warrant her calling me unwashed, saying that you found me in a dumpster?
I mean, I don't think so. I think that's a little unhinged, but you know.
Are they not really mild insults in comparison to the shit that gets said daily? Like, are you trying to like convince me that those are really harsh insults?
Yeah, but like, why are you like, you're just like not a girl's girl? It's weird.
What does that have to do with being a girl's girl? I would say the exact same insults to Darius, bro. Like, it's not girl specific. If you're gonna say like, who is the guy in the community? He seems like an emo, unwashed guy with bad tattoos. I'd be like, yeah, Darius.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, you're not like arguing, are you? You're not making an argument. You're just saying shit.
Well, because I don't have anything to argue about. I said, is that the girl who said wrong things about ADHD medicine? Yeah, that's you.
Except I didn't, and you can't even remember what I said, but you keep saying that like it's a fact. And then you're like, oh, why would she ever be annoyed by that? I can't imagine fucking why.
Are
and then
you like a really insecure person or something? Like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that me saying
that you know what community you're in, and you also say, oh, I don't make personal insults, and then you say I'm insecure. What is calling me insecure if it's not a personal insult?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna call you insecure after you go after me for literally just saying that you were wrong about a thing.
Yeah, that's like the most mild response to being called wrong without you actually giving any information on that. Like, where you don't even remember what I said.
Okay.
So you got nothing. What's Wolfgang in it for?
I don't.
I wanted to figure out this critique of the tattoos. That's what I wanted to hear, because they're clearly so bad, right? I wanted to hear why they're so awful.
Well, they're on my body. Like, why are you so pressed over tattoos that are on my body? Like,
it was a quick throwaway insult because the shitty scratcher tattoos. I don't know, mate. What's your...
Who's the
if you want sexism, Wes is here. So there you go.
Hey, Kelly Jean, commit suicide.
Okay.
Destiny, who's the honkers?
Stop. Okay, we're not doing this. Wes, if you want to come in, you can come in at a different time. Not as part of this conversation, though, okay? This is a serious conversation.
That means that he thinks you're sexist. Okay. What did you say, Wolfgang?
I just wanted to hear the critique because, I mean, you admitted as much, so I had no reason to be here. I think it was just a thinly way, a way to disguise an insult, to just sneak something in there. But, I mean, you said it as much, so never mind.
Something can be an insult and true. Like, I never said it wasn't an insult.
Can you find the ADHD conversation?
Why am I doing your work for
I wasn't talking to you.
Who were you talking to?
I don't know, maybe the person that's sitting next to me.
You might need to, like, specify that for people in a voice call.
Okay.
I'm not a mind reader. All the same people that complain at me so badly for making, like, the most mild insults.
Yeah, but it's like, for what? Like,
unhinged.
Like, for what? Like, what is your... Like, I just don't understand.
Do you know where you are? This is like a fucking... People argue with each other here all the time. Like,
yeah, but, like, you're just being, like, retarded with peace and love.
You were saying, I was being mean. Like, do you know
you were, like, saying that Destiny was, like, dumpster diving for me, and that he's, like, fucking girls that come out of dumpsters, and that...
Do you know what... Like, I didn't say anything about... Actually, also, like, do you get what a joke is? Do you think I literally think that he went to a dumpster and pulled you out?
Okay, yeah. you're being fucking obtuse on purpose. You can't just say something mean and then when you get called out for it, say,
It's
it was just
obviously a joke.
It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Like, no, be a fucking, like, stand by what you said. You can't just, like, walk it back and say that it was a joke. No, you were being a fucking cunt, so stand by that.
Are you dumb? It can be both. It's a joke and it's an insult. It doesn't mean I literally think that he got you out of a dumpster.
Yeah, no shit, he didn't get me out of a dumpster, but
So why
it's not
are
a
you
joke.
implying that I'm walking it back? Yeah, of course it's a joke. It's a joke and an insult. Are you unaware that those two things could be coexist at the same time? Like, they're not mutually exclusive.
I can't argue with her. I literally feel like I'm being ableist. Like, I can't argue with someone who has
I'm sorry,
this little,
you're calling me
brain capacity.
ableist when you can't understand that a joke
No,
and an
I'm
insult
calling
can
myself
coexist.
ableist because you're retarded, and I literally cannot. Like, I literally feel like I am doing a disservice by arguing
How am I
with
the
you.
retard because you don't know that jokes and insults can coexist at the same time? Do you think insults can like never be jokes and jokes can never be insults?
I thought jokes were supposed to be funny.
Are you dumb? Well, just because you don't find them funny doesn't mean they aren't a joke.
Okay.
Like, I would consider it a personal failing if you were to find me funny, quite frankly.
Because you yourself know that you're unfunny?
No, because I
feel
would
like-
not
okay,
want to appeal
I-
to 21-year-old Zoomers. Like, why would that be my target market of jokes?
Okay.
Well, you ask, I respond. Jesus. You don't have to be a stand-up comic to say a joke.
Literally no one said that.
The point you're trying to making it is that because I'm not funny by your definition of it, therefore I can't
No,
tell
Kelly,
jokes.
if I look at you and I'm like, you're like, who's this who looks like Mark Zuckerberg, who's ugly
you
as
called me Mark Zuckerberg twice now, so you've actually actively attacked my
Yeah,
appearance
because
more
you
than I've done
attacked
to
me,
you.
so why would I take the high road now after you've already attacked me? Like, this is so stupid.
Tattoos are not like your appearance, bro.
They're
It's just
directly
fucking art.
tied to my appearance. Like, this is so unserious.
No, it's not the same. Are you daft? They're not the same. Like, if I
And saying
critique
that I look
artwork-
unwashed and that I was found in a
Yeah,
dumpster
you can
is
take a wash. I can't do anything about apparently looking like Mark Zuckerberg, can I?
You can.
How? Although I don't, so it's not exactly a problem that I've ever had run into before now. Being called all sorts of insults, but not Mark Zuckerberg. That's a new one.
I just think that your response to literally just me saying, is this the British girl who was wrong about ADHD medication, was completely disproportionate to like what was said. I think the things you were saying were extremely mean and just uncalled for. You're being unhinged. And then you come in here and you're like, it's a joke, like, you can't take a joke. Yeah, like, being a isn't being a joke. That's not funny. It's not like I don't.
never said that it wasn't mean. I said it was an insult. But do you know where you are? Like,
Yeah, I know where I am, but
this
it's
place
like
is insults 24/7. Like, what are you complaining about? If you can't take me giving you the most wild insults, like, how are you going to manage with the rest of them?
it's whatever.
Well, then your argument is just that I'm mean. It's like you're
if
sat
someone
next to
wants-
someone
no,
who
no,
has said
if
far
someone-
meaner shit than I ever have.
If I mess up and then the community wants to, like, quote unquote turn on me, which is like, I'm fine with taking accountability if I make a mistake or being held accountable if I do something wrong. But you coming out of the woodworks, like, saying all this, like, rude stuff about me just, like, makes you look bad. Even if it's not misogynistic, even if it's, like, not morally wrong, like, it just makes you look bad, first of all. And it's just, like, unserious.
I mean, you're complaining that I behaved unhinged and had
Because
a
you did.
disproportionate response. But you just did the same to me. So, like, you had a disproportionate response. You just got triggered and said I look like Mark Zuckerberg. You tried to do the same thing.
Because you attacked
Honestly,
me
so
for
it's
hours.
okay for you to do
No,
it.
but if-
like, for me, it's bad. That seems kind of hypocritical.
I admire your ability to do the mental gymnastics that you're doing to justify your behavior.
Like, what do you think that was so bad that I said that you're like, that is so beyond the pale? Like, which bit? Because in my opinion, those are mild insults, but if people want to correct me and say, oh, those are really bad insults, then by all means. Generally speaking, I do not insult someone's appearance on things that are, like, immutable characteristics and shit. Like, if you were, you know, like, I'm not gonna, and also I'm not gonna talk about female-related shit. I'm gonna say talk about your tits and shit. Like, but shit like tattoos, like, that's open. Like, if someone's got ugly tattoos, regardless of the gender, like, who gives a shit?
How come you have a problem with, like, every single woman that's on stream?
See, now you're just reading what everyone else says, and that's your lack of having your own opinion. I have plenty of female friends within this community. I don't like all of them, but I like a lot more women than I like men. I talk way more men than I have ever had issues with women. I hate mind waves before everyone else did. I can't stand Wicked Supreme. I call Booksmart's book because he's a weasel and he's never turned up. I have had World War III with forethought. I had issues with Darius that involved two or three explosive conversations.
Did you
on stream.
hear that, guys? She has female friends, so she can't be misogynistic.
Are you dumb? I was just talking about men, right? So, like, I can shit talk men and people don't, like, apparently they don't acknowledge this, yeah? But the moment I have a mild issue with a woman, and I don't hate you, you said some shit about me, I responded. It's not that deep.
Yeah, but your response was completely disproportionate.
And so was yours afterwards. Big whoop. That's what being triggered is.
If you
That's
attack
just like
me, if you attack me, yeah, I'm gonna. And I was being nice even last night in DDD chat. I was saying I don't hate you, but
you were being passive aggressive.
No, I wasn't. I said I would.
Aggressive as shit. Do you want to go over those messages?
We can, yeah. I said, I think you have a lot of, like, internal hatred, which I still believe.
Yeah, and said I was insecure. How the fuck is that being nice? Like, in what planet?
I said, I hope you get it figured out.
Yeah, and you were whining about your feelings being hurt, and, yeah, that's not being nice. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Like, whining and then saying, oh, she's so insecure. Like... That's not being nice.
I didn't whine. I just said, like, yeah, what she said was mean and it kind of hurt my feelings. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, that's the impression it's giving. And everything else is passive-aggressive as fuck, so I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, do you think it isn't?
I don't know. You tell me, you're clearly the expert on everything.
Well, I'm saying what you think about yourself. But I don't know how you couldn't see that as being passive-aggressive.
Anything else, Dr. Kelly?
That's not your job to anyone else, me. But hey, if Destiny wants to. I don't think this is that deep. If someone insults me, I will, like, insult back. If you don't think that that was a mild insult, like, making fun of your tattoos, then I think you should seek help, to be honest, because, like, your skin is incredibly thin and you won't last really long.
You're projecting.
No.
Your skin's fucking thin.
How?
May I finish, please? Your skin is thin. If you're gonna look at someone who just said, is this the girl who said wrong things about ADHD medication, and then go on a 2-hour stream, go on a big tangent, pull up my Instagram, pull up pictures of me, start shit-talking my appearance.
Bro, that wasn't my stream. And it was other people that were shit-talking.
Dumbass.
Yes, I was on it. So what? Were you watching all of that?
No.
Alright, so how do you know what was on it if you weren't watching all of it?
I can't. She just keeps, like, moving the goalpost.
That's not what moving the goalpost is. It's me asking you a question. And you saying... Yeah, pretty much like that. So, like, you don't remember why I'm wrong. You don't remember what I've said or done. You read into implications of things which I understand. I didn't call you a whore. I didn't mean to imply you were a whore. And I can say that that was my bad on my phrasing. I didn't assume other people would take it that way, obviously. but shit, I didn't say it, so I don't need to apologize for calling you a whore because I never said it.
I think...
I don't know what else
Me
to say.
personally, if someone was like, oh, Anna, is that the girl who was wrong about this and this and that? I would be like, oh, yeah, maybe I was. I wouldn't go to the lengths that you did, but if you felt that was appropriate,
Why
then...
do you think Destiny cut you off? Maybe that's because a lot of people in this community are just automatically going to start a fight with you if you say they're wrong. Like, that's just like the default response. You call people wrong, they're going to start a fight with you.
They're gonna say that he found me in a dumpster because I said that they were wrong about ADHD medication?
I mean, why
Maybe
not?
you're the one with thin skin.
How does that make it thin skin? Because
Are you retarded?
Are you capable of giving any type of response that isn't just calling people retarded?
I've given you plenty.
But you don't give me anything. I have gotten absolutely nothing from you.
I said, is that the British girl who was wrong about ADHD medication? And then
I know that's what you said.
And then
you said that
your
I am
response
retarded.
was completely disproportionate to that. Yeah, now I'm calling you retarded because I'm seeing the way that you're handling the situation.
Do you not understand that it's enjoyable to argue with people? Like, what do you mean? My handling of things. If people clap at me, I clap back. That's the point.
Like, I can't with her. She's like...
Okay, well...
You don't have to have thin skin.
All
I just
right.
want to argue with people. This is
Do we
dumb.
feel like we've
she's
gotten...
just, well, she's just saying that she's like just being purposely obtuse to like argue with me. I don't like what am I
Where do you think
supposed to
I'm
say to
being
that?
obtuse?
In your whole fucking argument? You're being a
that's not
hypocrite. You're
response.
saying that I have thin skin.
Give me an example.
May I finish? Miss Kelly Jean, may I please
You
finish?
keep using words incorrectly. I don't think you know the correct definitions of them.
Whatever.
But yes, I would like an example because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about half the time.
First of all, you said that I have thin skin when this whole thing started because you have thin skin, because I said that you were wrong about ADHD medicine, and you said that I was found in a dumpster. So how am I the one who has thin skin? Does it make me have thin skin that it did hurt my feelings that you said that I was found in a dumpster?
Because I never said it hurt my feelings. I said I clap back when someone says something stupid.
Well, I wouldn't respond like that to someone if I wasn't affected by it. And it seems
that's
like you were.
I am not you. If someone says that I am wrong, my immediate response is
to be a raging... Yeah, then get help.
Again, do you know what community you're in? Like, this is what everybody here does. Like, all of them argue with you. If you tell any of these losers they're wrong, they will fucking tell you to kill yourself and get in a debate.
That's fine if they want to get into a debate about the thing that we're arguing about. But I think it's fucking weird for you to just say that Steven found me in a dumpster and that I look unwashed and like say all this shit about my appearance and like go on a 2-hour stream like talking shit just because I made one simple comment. If I had attacked you first, like in a way that was proportionate to your response, I wouldn't be saying this. I just think the way you responded was just unhinged and stupid.
And just for clarification, the insecure comments and all that shit that went along with it, that also happened whilst the stream was active. It happened an hour after it started. So yes, that stuff got discussed too. If you start saying that stuff, then I'll be like, okay, and let's continue. Like, I don't know what issue you have with the stream otherwise beyond that. Like, we said plenty of positive shit too, but like people don't
I wouldn't know.
pay
I was at
attention to
dinner
that.
with Steven and he said you were unhinged too, so...
Yeah, of course he says I'm unhinged. Like, I never said anywhere they weren't insults. If you want to see that as me being unhinged, okay. Everyone else here is
done. Like,
same.
She keeps moving the goalposts. Like,
You don't know what moving the goalposts means.
Yes, I do, you fucking retard. Yes, I do. You don't know what anything fucking means. You are being
Saying
so
I'm a retard
purposely
is not an
obtuse.
argument.
You are being
Okay.
so purposely obtuse. This is so fucking unserious.
Okay. All right.
I don't think you know what any of those words mean.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna calm down. Okay. All of us are calming down.
I'm calm.
Okay.
Steven, do you think her response was warranted based on what I said? Like the things that she said to and about me? Like just me saying...
if you're gonna ask me, are those insults a little bit harsher than the stuff you said, then I'd say sure. But like, Fucking hell, if that makes me unhinged, then everyone here is unhinged.
Okay. I'm sorry. These are super interesting fights to watch. All right. Kelly, you have like the perfect like abuser mindset. Are you aware of this?
Am I being an abuser?
Absolutely. It is unhinged. It's crazy to watch it in real time because I can sit here and just like pick everything out because it's not like my fight, right?
Destiny,
okay. There's like 5 or 6 different things.
If someone says you're wrong at any given time.
I would lose my mind if someone says I'm wrong. If somebody were to say something like I can't tell if what you just said right there was part of it, was part of what you do. I don't know if you're aware of you're doing this like cognitively or if it's just like a natural thing. What you just said, Destiny, you would lose your mind if somebody said you're wrong. That's true. If you were on a stream and you said, Destiny doesn't know anything about ADHD meds, I'd say, oh, here's Dr. Kelly, the fucking retard, talking about ADHD meds again. If you said that, and then I looked at your stream and I was like, why is this plastic cosplay fucking slut talking about like what? Does she like not have some other fucking streamer to go suck of or whatever? If I were to say that and then you were to come to me, yes, no, yeah, 100% actually, 1-to-1. If I were to say that to you and then you were to come back to me and I were to spend 30 minutes telling you, whoa, what? People argue here all the time. Don't you know where this is? People insult each other all the time. If you can't take me giving you mild insults, what, saying you suck? People tell people to kill themselves here, right? Like you're appealing to this, like kill yourself is a worse insult. That's not true at all. You know that's not true. And I know you know that's not true. Somebody telling you to kill yourself isn't even remotely the same as having a woman go in on another woman's appearance. You know how you know this? Because if you go to radfem communities,
tattoos.
Kelly, why would you even say that? You know that's retarded, right?
Tattoos and being unwashed is not gender specific.
I'm sorry.
Why are we
whoa.
making
What
this,
are we
like,
talking?
I
Wait.
spoke about plastic surgery?
What does it have to do with being gender specific? It has to. You're going hard on appearance. The gender specific is that it's one woman to another, which you know changes the flavor of everything. You know that, and you're a notable woman in the community. You know this is the case, right?
So we can't critique like someone being unwashed or f***ing art.
I'm not even asking for what we can or can't do. I'm just curious if you're genuinely so f***ing retarded that you can't tell the difference, or if you're just like playing dumb because you're intentionally trying to hide it. I don't know which one it is.
I genuinely do not think they are the same. Saying that someone has disgusting surgery or whatever it is you just said and they're a whore or whatever is the same as saying
wait, what
their
whore?
tattoos suck.
Wait, why is it whore's not gender
unwashed.
specific, is it?
I think
fun
most
of my
people
lips.
associate whore with being women. Yeah.
Wait, what? But talking about like that Destiny went dumpster diving for somebody? What is the implication?
Well, I was thinking homeless Riz, but people were thinking whore Riz instead. I guess that's on me. Should have been more specific in my insult. I will keep that in mind in the future.
Yeah, but again, you're brushing it off here, right? The point is that like you're a notable woman in the community. You got another woman who accused you of being wrong about something, right? Which, by the way, if I was you, I would get mad and I would talk shit. But the thing is that you didn't give very mild insults. You said, I gave a very mild response. No, you didn't. You gave an unhinged response. And then you try to say that you were just like, oh, I just said she was homeless and tattoos aren't part of your appearance. Can I make fun of a woman for being fat? You know that being fat isn't an immutable characteristic, right? Wait, here, don't wait. I don't do this.
The thing is, it is for some people, right? If they actually have like medical conditions and shit.
No. That is not true.
Here,
Being fat.
Wait,
hold on. I don't need it. Being fat is not an immutable characteristic, Kelly. If anybody,
it is if they have a bunch of other health issues that mean they can't lose the weight.
You can lose the weight. It's called eating less. No, there's no thing in the world that will make you be fat if you don't eat the food.
That's not true. There are like literally disorders that make you gain weight.
There are disorders that can create energy, that can reverse entropy and put mass in your body while simultaneously allowing you to sustain homeostasis. Can you tell me what condition this is? And then can we ship this to like the Large Hadron Collider so they start making black holes to like shoot us into another galaxy?
There are a bunch of disorders and medical conditions, right? A lot of them are like endocrine related, but there's some others. Yes, they definitely do.
Okay, well, we don't have to get into that right now, but they don't exist.
But also there's things like disability and shit. Am I really gonna like shit on someone that's missing a leg because they don't exercise more and they're fatter? Like,
I'm just saying that like again, like getting lost in the weeds here is, yeah, the battle you picked was you're a woman, she's a woman. You saw some easy shit you can go in for appearance for. I understand it, because it's like super typical radfem behavior, because it's what all, I don't know if you're a radfem, but it's like now that I've spent time in these communities, yeah, you go on the woman's appearance, because why the wouldn't you? This stupid, disgusting fucking chick that looks like she came out of a fucking dumpster with nasty fucking surgeries and tattoos and blah blah blah. Like this is the go-to.
I didn't say
but
anything
this is like
about
the most.
surgeries.
You talked
Wait,
about my
hold on, wait.
list.
If I look at anything from Jstlk's stream of the 50 million clips and everything, people, because then you talked about it for like 3 hours afterwards. Neither of you make any comments about that.
They do, and I linked it to you.
Wait, I'm not asking Kelly.
Comments about surgeries. I don't know what surgeries she's had, or if she's had any at all.
Hold on.
I'm not
Did you make any
fucking
comments about
clue.
lip fillers? You're gonna say
Well, first to start with, I actually said she didn't look like she had fillers, and she looked pretty normal on stream. And then people started sharing the Instagram shit, and they were
You said
saying
either
some
she has
unhinged
fillers or
shit,
Destiny's
so yeah.
retarded.
If the Instagram pictures are actually accurate.
okay, so then you did
Which I
say,
said,
right?
well,
okay.
maybe
There's
it's a
another thing that you're
filter,
doing that I
because
think is really
it doesn't
interesting
look
because
like
this is
how she
a
does on stream.
I don't know if this is a lav tactic or if it's an all abuser tactic you're doing, but this thing where you're like, can you give me the exact specific line that I said? Can you give me the exact specific thing that I said? In the hopes that, because now I asked that question initially, you said, you
I
you
also
didn't.
said she was
Wait,
pretty several
That's
times.
fine.
and
That
people just
doesn't
wanna, like,
undo anything,
ignore
right?
that.
But look, notice how after the specific thing was brought up, now you own up to it. But it was but you had no problem just telling me. I never said anything about lip fillers or surgeries, and now you're like,
I
oh, okay,
said
well,
surgery,
if
I
the
never said anything.
exactly, yeah.
That's
Oh, it's just
true.
surgery, not lip fillers. And I didn't say anything about lip, but if the Instagram
filler
pictures,
isn't
if they're true, blah blah.
surgery.
Yeah, you're doing like the whole thing. Okay, I just think that yeah, the conversation is super interesting. Obviously, like what you're saying is, as a woman in the community, you're going hard on another woman for her appearance, and then you spend like hours afterwards on another guy's stream getting drama fired about her appearance, and then when you have the conversation, you're like engaging in all these weird like mind tactics of like, oh well, you insulted me. Yeah, of course you did. After you did the unhinged salvo, but why is that even relevant to the conversation? Like, of course she's gonna insult you after you go hard, right? Like, and you
I
did.
didn't go that hard on anything until she said I was insecure and shit. So I was
No,
like, okay,
the
fuck
dumpster
this, I don't
comment
care.
would have gotten anybody permabanned from my community, or like a 1 year. But that's an insane comment. Did you find this girl in a dumpster? That's an insane comment.
People were making comments on stream and shit saying that you had been speaking about her, like not about me. Okay, so I was.
What was
just
that
making a joke
deflection?
with
Hold
that.
on, I'm sorry. Let me recenter. Okay,
The
saying that
I
you
didn't
found someone
think
from a
the
dumpster is an
comment was
insane
deep.
comment. Then why didn't you say it in chat? Why did you say it in a Discord?
What? I did say it to you, didn't I?
No. Didn't you type these messages in a Discord?
Yeah, I typed that in the Discord, and then I typed something to you.
When you
Somebody
type something to
linked
me, I'm
somebody
asking.
linked me the clip in Discord, and I was responding to the clip.
But why would things that people are saying in chat? How would that? At what point is like, oh well, if somebody says in chat, then like as another woman in the community, I'm going to say that he found this girl in a dumpster. What's the connection between these two statements?
It was just a joke, bro. I didn't.
Wait.
think anyone
Why do
would
you say
take
it's
it
just a
deep.
joke?
Because it went along with like the other things that I was saying.
Okay,
right?
sure. Why are you such a slut? Like honestly.
What does that have to?
Well, I'm just curious because you're like
I
a
never
whore,
said
right?
she
I'm just
was a
joking though.
slut
No.
or
I
a
know, but
whore.
I'm just like telling a joke, right? But like seriously though, why are you like a whore? Like assuming like things I've heard are true, right?
Okay,
But I'm just joking.
so-
I'm just joking. Wait, Kelly, hold on. I can call you a whore, right? Like if you can't handle that insult, you know people in this community tell people to kill themselves, right? Like I should be able to call you a slut, right? It's not a big deal, right? This is a
It
joke.
would just be kind of funny calling me a slut because I haven't had sex in over 4 years.
Sure.
so I
Okay.
find it
Well, that's not
amusing.
what I heard, Kelly. Do you think that jokes can never be insults?
By who? I mean, I would personally find these quite mild, right? Because I've spent a lot of time around other people that have called me worse than a slut.
Would you
Like I've been on panel shows. With
Would you
Zerka.
find these
I've
quite
been on
mild, or were you not?
hip-hop
Haven't you explicitly complained about how women have been treated by other women, or by the
don't
community in general
know.
in the past? Didn't you explicitly
I
say
don't-
like I should make some woman a mod in my DGG chat just because she's a woman? Didn't you explicitly get really mad because I unbanned some guy that kept bringing up some
Because
stuff related
I
to your?
don't- Do you want me to actually? Can I respond? Yeah, because I don't think actually saying someone like women are whores and sluts is good, which is something I never did.
Okay, and isn't it kind of like the go-to for a woman that if we don't like a woman, that we just like start trashing her appearance and we imply that she's like a slut like immediately?
I didn't imply she was a slut. I didn't say she was a slut.
Sure, but the
Island's
dumpster
like
the
not
dumpster diving comment is pretty unhinged. Like it goes in that direction.
I was implying homeless. If people read whore, then that's on me for not being clear.
Okay, if I were
will
to go
be
through,
more clear
okay,
next
maybe
time.
that is what you were implying. If I were to go through the totality of your Jstlk streams, do you ever make comments about how like maybe I'm just nice to this one and not to you or whatever because of like who I'm fucking or anything like that? Is that a comment you made? Or do you make
I'm just
comments
gonna-
relating to her
hang
like
on.
juggling stuff?
Can I respond to the first thing and I'll respond to the juggling thing afterwards? By the way, I said juggling as in juggling. Jean made the implication it wasn't me, but anyway.
What was the juggling joke, Matt? Can you explain the joke?
For me, it was just randomly thinking of a thing that she could do. That she has a skill that I don't. I can't fucking juggle.
Okay.
Like, Jean made the, comparison
A dumpster
afterwards.
find that juggles that I'm... Okay, go ahead.
Those two things weren't related. Anyway, I said she looks like she does her tattoos with random trash she finds on the floor, right? That's
Okay.
like homeless fucking Riz.
Why are we
It's not
talking about the
all
tattoo
Riz.
shit? That's not what we're talking about, though.
Because we spoke about it beforehand, and then you ping-ponged over here. So now I'm just trying to backtrack, and now we can continue if you want.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't like you. You don't give me a chance to respond to everything that you say.
Oh, what do you feel like you haven't gotten to respond to?
Now people are gonna think I hate the homeless at this point, quite frankly. Never mind, like, just making a fucking offhanded, what I think is a light-hearted fucking insult.
What was the
Apparently
message
it's
that you
not.
responded to saying that I dumpster dove for? Do you remember what the guy said?
No, what? I just put
At
it
Kelly
straight in
Jean,
there.
some random hoe slandering you.
Yeah, that was Crow.
Can you play
was like
the
the-
clip
And then
so
you
that
say,
he
and then you
told
say,
you
what
and then
she
you
was
say that,
responding
oh,
to?
he must have found her in a dumpster.
Can you
Like,
play
what
the
is
clip
the-
of what I said originally so that people can see like how
Sure,
disproportionate
we'll get
it
there.
is?
Yeah, that's not even important right now, but we'll get there. Hold on.
I said, Jesus, which dumpster did he dig this one out from?
Did he dig this one? This what? This hoe that the guy just referred to?
No, I didn't call her a hoe.
No, but that's what you were responding to. Kelly, why are you treating both of us like retards?
Oh, so now I've got to, like, fucking tell other people not to call each other hoes? Is that why you got rid of Wes? Because he would have done it 100 times by now.
Is that what you're implying? Is that
So,
I'm
like,
saying?
it's
I'm
not
telling you
just-
that you need to correct every single person in Discord? That's not what my issue is. My issue is not with you not... Hold on. Do you think that I just said, Kelly, why don't you correct everybody in Discord? Is that what I just said?
So do I need to
No,
correct
wait. Don't
anyone?
answer my question. I'm asking you. Is that what I just said? Did I say, Kelly, why don't you correct everybody that calls people a hoe in Discord?
You
Is
did
that what
not
I
say that.
Thank you. Okay.
But
Now,
am
Kelly...
I obligated to correct anybody?
No, you're not. Kelly, do you think
Okay,
there's a difference
good.
between you? Do you think there's a difference between correcting somebody versus agreeing with somebody and adding to it?
I didn't agree that they're called a hoe anywhere in that, like, statement.
Okay, if I say, who is this that's on my stream, or somebody else says that, and I go, oh, it looks like another one of Destiny's AIDS friends. And then somebody
I've
comes to
also
me and they're
given
like,
up
wait,
on
Destiny.
arguing about
And then
that.
somebody says, wait, Destiny, why did you call that guy or why did you co-sign that message? I'm like, wait, hold on. Am I supposed to tell every single person this not to like slur? What do you mean, bro? No, what kind of a response is that? That's an unhinged response. Obviously, I'm co-signing his message. I'm amplifying. I'm agreeing with him. Yeah, he is one.
No, responding does not mean you are co-signing someone's statement.
You didn't
I
respond.
disagree.
You agreed. You amplified. That's literally how English works, isn't? Don't you guys pride
I-
yourselves on doing it better than the Americans? If somebody said,
I
"Look at this.
disagree.
Look at what this hoe said," and you're like, "Oh, did Destiny find this one in a dumpster? This what?"
I'm getting an L because of something Crow said.
No, it's not
guess.
an L because of something Crow said. Firstly, it's just an L because really the L is, and the difference between you and Wes is that Wes will come in here and he'll own his behavior, whereas you engage in like 40 million different like self-defense tactics to never like own any of it. Like I think if you
It's
just came
because
in.
I don't think she's a whore, and I didn't mean to imply she's one.
No, but the goal was, as like a woman in a community, you know where to hit on other women, and then that's the thing that you lean into, and then that's like the go-to easy insult. Yeah, 100%.
Go look at the Reddit post.
I don't think she's a whore, and
I know you don't- I didn't say you think she's a whore. I just think
what
you-
else am I supposed to say? Like, because now at this point, the fact that other people are sexist is not an issue. It's that Kelly
We're not
Jean is
talking
not
about
100
other
miles
sex-
above them.
Hold
Like,
on. Is that
I-
wait? Am I telling you? Did I say, Kelly, you need to be 100 miles above everybody else? Is that what I just said?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the impression that like the bar for me is a lot higher than for everyone else.
What I'm saying is, okay, let's explore that for a second, okay? When you say the bar's higher, why am I treating you differently than other people? It's funny because the girl behind me,
Because
okay,
people
Anna said
shit
it like
on
20
me.
times,
I
so I'm
don't
curious.
know.
No, wait. What was the answer?
Answer to what? Sorry,
Why would you be treated differently?
I don't know. Actually,
You have no
I'd like
idea?
to be treated the same as everyone else if that was possible.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Answer it, Steven.
Yeah, well, she knows the answer. She's just playing dumb because it makes her case look
No,
bad.
just tell me. If
No,
it's that
obviously it's because you're a large figure, like woman in the community. Of course, obviously, like the way that you talk about people and like especially other women, is going to be seen a certain way. Of course, obviously, that's obviously true. You know that, though. We all know that. You know that because I'm sure if I were to think hard enough, you've probably had these exact same fights with other women that treat other women a certain way in the community. 100%, of course, obviously.
Even though I've said multiple times I don't wish to be seen as a representative for my vagina, and I've taken umbrage with this type of thing on multiple occasions.
Well, it doesn't matter if you want to be seen as a representative, as a vagina, or any of that shit. It doesn't matter. The reality is there is a certain status that's conferred on you because of that, and other women will look at you because of that to a certain way, of course.
But just as well I don't go around calling any of them whores then, I suppose.
Or how about dumpster diving, tattoo-ridden, like lip filter
Gender
disintegrating? Okay. So if anybody makes any disparaging comments relating to, say, for you, say for surgeries, say for age, say for wrinkle lines, for hair, for weight, all of those comments are A-okay because those are gender neutral, right?
In some contexts they could be, but it depends on the context, right?
Okay, what
If
about the
it's
context where somebody
can I
says,
give you
"Oh, look at this"? No, I don't need your context. So you're about to provide a dumb example because you're pivoting from
No, I was
everything.
just gonna say
what if the
Darius,
context?
'cause he's
What if the
done that to
context
me.
is? What if the context is oh, look at this hoe on this stream, and then the
Probably not going to be good. Probably.
I'm not asking if it's good or not. You can be mean. I don't care if you're mean. This is a mean community. Remember, that's the fallacious argument you keep trying to appeal to. Go, oh, everybody in this community is mean. Yeah, of course people are mean. But that's like somebody calling somebody the N-word. And then people are like, oh, well, people tell them to kill themselves, so that should be okay. What do you mean? But anyway,
So
listen.
calling someone a hoe is equivalent to the N-word.
Yes. That's exactly what I just said, Kelly. Congratulations.
No,
you got it. Yes. No, that is what I said.
heard.
I know.
what I
That's
was
what I said.
asking.
Yes. That's what I just said. I said that. And I do agree with that. Calling someone a whore is the same thing as calling somebody the N-word.
Well,
Yes.
sorry, if you didn't say that, can you just clarify?
No, I'm not going to clarify, okay? This is the strategy.
just
This is the
misheard.
strategy. This is the strategy,
I just
okay?
misheard
You didn't mishear.
Jesus Christ.
The strategy
Yes, I
is
did.
you don't
Why are
engage
you
on
treating
any of the
me
points.
Like everything is bad faith.
I'm not treating no, because you're in an abuser mindset. Because that's what I just listened to. I'm watching you. You're navigating the conversation like an abuser. You don't ever address a point directly. You always pivot to things that are completely and totally unrelated. Even when the other person tries to refocus the conversation, you continue to pivot away so they feel insane. You don't ever address what both of you know is the underlying point. You ask for incredibly specific details, like it's changing any of the overarching argument. Like all of these things are like super abuser 101 things. And then as soon as somebody trips up somewhere, you start making these really dumb comparisons to make the other person feel like they're insane. And then they don't even know how to respond. Is it like abuser 101 conversation tactics? Like I've seen this like a million times.
You think I'm doing that to you?
Well, you try to, but I don't care that much. So I'm not going to be abused. I'm the abuser-resistant person, okay? Only my wife can abuse me, okay?
Can you give me examples of why I'm being abusive?
Sure. I broke them down into 6 different categories. So the first category is you constantly alluding to the idea that you're only using mild insults. That wasn't a mild insult. Saying that somebody else, that somebody else referred to as a hoe on my stream, is somebody that I found in a dumpster. That's not a mild insult. That especially coming from another woman. That's like
I didn't say she was a hoe.
You didn't, but you responded to a message. I don't care if you apologize. We're way past apologies.
It wasn't intentional.
No, hold on. Apologies don't work once you've been called out and caught like this. It doesn't matter at this point. I don't care. Okay, she might. I don't know if she cares. I don't care if she cares actually. But yeah, so that was the first bucket.
Apologize for an intent that wasn't even.
Can you
meant
let
to
him
be.
finish?
You can apologize to her.
Shut up.
Oh, sure. You can apologize to her if you want. Oh, you don't have to. I don't care. I just don't give a fuck about apologies. I'm not worried about it because right now you're only apologizing because you finally got like cornered on it, right? But until up to this point, really,
I
okay.
will not apologize for calling her a hoe because
So-
I never did it.
Okay, so if I go back and I listen to the 4-hour, 3-hour talk that you had with Jstlk, are you apologetic at any point in that, or is it just you going in for hours and hours?
I said positive things too.
I didn't ask if you said. Do you know? Do you see how you just did it right there?
I felt like
I
that
asked
was-
you. I asked you. Okay. I was like, did you rape John? And you're like, I bought John dinner. That's what you just did. Do you acknowledge that you just did that?
Can you repeat what the question was?
I asked
And I'll
you
see
that
what
in
the
Jstlk's
issue is.
3-4 hour stream last night, at any point, were you apologetic?
No, because I didn't think there was anything
Thank you.
to apologize
Okay,
for.
of course, that's fine. So now I definitely don't care if you apologize now. Why would I give a fuck? Again, she might. I don't. Okay, so that was the point I was making. Okay, so the first thing is, yeah. So you saying over and over again that, well, I don't have to tell you you don't want to. You asked me if you want to. I don't
No,
have to.
because the thing is, I just said I apologize because other people in the community inferred that I was calling her a whore, and obviously she's got a bunch of messages saying, "Oh, Kelly's calling her a whore."
Kelly,
I'm
I understand what you're
apologizing
saying.
for the behavior of
Kelly,
other people.
Kelly.
And I said it
Yep.
as to be nice.
Okay.
But apparently that makes me bad
Kelly,
now.
you just did it
I can't
again.
fucking
Kelly,
win.
Kelly, yeah, you just did it again, Kelly. You
What?
just said that the reason why you're apologizing is because people are calling her a whore, right?
Yes,
There's
they
two.
were.
There's two.
Because of something I said that was like badly put together.
There's
I get
two
it.
huge problems with this, okay? The first one is part of your initial justification for saying she was a dumpster diver is because you told me you were aware that people in chat were saying crazy things about her. So you already knew people were saying things like this about her. And then number two, you know that people were saying things all about this in the subreddit last night.
I wasn't
so
aware
when
of
those
all of
two
this
things
stuff before. No, that's
okay.
not
I'm sorry.
accurate.
I must have misheard you then. I'll take the L on that. I thought earlier you said, why would it matter if I say this in Discord because people in chat were saying crazier things? I thought I heard you say that, but maybe I didn't.
Yeah,
Maybe
but I didn't say I knew all of the stuff that they were saying that was crazy was before I was on the stream.
Oh, so you knew they were saying crazy things, but you didn't know what any of the things were, but you knew they must have been worse than the thing that you typed in Discord?
Until I was on stream. Like, I
So then
didn't
how
know
did you-
when I was making the comment initially.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know
maybe
what,
that is
like,
the timeline. Okay,
you're
so maybe
getting,
you
like time frames. of
Okay,
it.
maybe I am,
Stuff.
okay. But then the second thing is, you know that people last night were calling her a whore, but you didn't apologize then. The only time you apologize is when you get confronted right now. That's why the apology doesn't matter.
Because I shouldn't have to apologize for the things.
Then don't. Then why the f- did you just apologize at all? Don't. Say I disagree.
Because I felt like I had to, but I guess that was the mistake. I don't fucking know at this point.
Okay,
because
yeah.
you're calling me an abuser, which makes me feel like I should have to say something.
Okay. Another abusive tactic. You call me an abuser, so I just apologize for everything, and now it's good. But anyway, yeah. So the first category was.
You
what?
were
It's
whining
just
so
so
much
Wait, hold
about
on, let me
amazing
just-
that
let me-
you're allergic to
I'm trying to-
accountability.
wait. I'm
Oh
just-
my god.
Sorry,
I
go
don't
ahead.
want to talk to someone who doesn't know what
Sure.
moving the goalposts is obtuse.
You did move the
means.
goalpost, and you are being obtuse.
No,
That-
she did not give good examples for those.
She
either
was
of these
giving
things.
examples. Actually, I didn't counter time, but she
No.
tried to recenter the conversation like 8 times, and you kept pivoting to like another comment that was completely and totally unrelated. Yes.
No. Not like, anything she was saying was not relevant to what I was saying at the time.
No, I agree with you. Nothing she was saying was relevant because you kept trying to change the topic. Yes, that's the whole point of changing the topic is to say the other person's not being relevant.
Okay, give me an example of that. Where have I changed the topics?
When you would constantly pivot, sure, we can go into abuser tactic number 2 was comparing yourself to criticism from the community when her issue was never levied at general criticism, but specifically at you because you were a woman in the community. But you would keep going back. I wrote 4 quotes. You said, people argue here all the time. This isn't about an argument, though. Why would you say that? You said, do you know where you are? This place is insults 24/7. This wasn't about just random insults, though. It was a specific one from you. And then you said, if you can't take me giving you the most mild insults, so downplaying the insults, how are you going to manage with the rest of them? Well, she, again, wasn't complaining about the entire community. She was complaining about you specifically. And she recentered on this several times. And then the last one I wrote down was you said, if they tell you that you're wrong, they'll tell you to kill yourself. And she even said that kill yourself comment wouldn't have been that bad. It was the appearance related ones that were coming from you. And then the implication or the co-signing for being a whore.
Okay, firstly, some of those things are just based on my genuine beliefs. I felt that genuinely those comments were pretty fucking mild as insults because I get worse on a daily basis.
Can you give an
That's on
example
me.
of worse ones?
No, wait. That doesn't matter. Hold on. Let me finish it. Yeah, sorry.
Don't
sorry.
ask me, bro. I'm the worst person to ask. You could just, like, somebody got banned for saying unhinged shit yesterday, and I saw that as well. But, like, okay, we'll just gloss over that one. Yes, I get unhinged comments. Maybe that has flavored what I think is, like, actually an insult. That's possible. Maybe my perspective is somewhat warped. Although, I'll be honest, I still, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and ask me right now, is saying if somebody's tattoos are ugly or saying someone is unwashed looking is, like, that bad of an insult.
Can I ask a
I
question?
would
No,
still
hold
probably
on. Let me
say
finish. I'm
no.
sorry. I have to, yeah. Okay.
Like, you can convince me I'm wrong. That's fine.
Sure. Well, I'm not
But, like,
here to.
that's
I'm
my
not here to.
genuine belief.
It's not your genuine belief. You're lying. Okay. And I'm not here to try to convince you of anything because we both know what you think, right? Because
Well,
the
you're
obvious
accusing me
answer.
of being an abuser and a liar.
I'm not
So,
saying
like,
that you're I'm saying you engaging in abuse. I don't know if you are an abuser, okay? But the whole conversation has been like incredibly like an abusive conversation. We both know that you're lying though, because if it was me saying something or a guy saying something and somebody gave you a clip like that, you'd probably say, oh, well, what a retard. Who's this guy? A streamer? You would go after something relevant to what they're insulting you over, which was like a knowledge claim or an intelligence claim. You'd be like, oh, like, that's why I'm saying if you would respond like, oh, who is this? Oh, wow, some 21-year-old retard. Did she even go to college or whatever? And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's not what you went though. You went right for the appearance insults because you know as a woman that those are the places to go when you're trying to somebody up the most. And as an attractive looking woman in a community surrounded by 50 million guys, this is why Anna couldn't phrase it well, but when she says that girl thing, that you're doing super ultra hardcore pick me behavior, right? That's the whole point, right? Yeah, I am a pretty attractive girl. Look at this
that doesn't make sense.
1,000,000%. That's why you go for those. That's why you go for those. Everyone in that chat that you were shitting on her with was picking you when you were going in on her appearance. Of course, it was the whole point. But you know this. You know this. You know this for a fact.
Everyone has been disagreeing with me, and I've only been interacting with people disagreeing with me, so I don't understand how that's
really
true.
How much was Jstlk disagreeing with you on the 3-hour stream last night?
We had several people on that were disagreeing. Jstlk disagreed with me, not on as much stuff. I think he agreed with me on more stuff, but other people disagreed with me. And other people in the chat, somebody came in and fucking just yelling at me.
That's fine. Yeah, there might be people that are disagreeing with you. It's still pick me behavior. When you are...
who am I being picked by?
You don't have to be picked by anybody for it to be pick me behavior.
So it's pick me behavior to make fun of,
Is that what I said? Yeah, you realized, that I was going to ask a question, so you stopped because you realized how retarded it was. No, do it. Pretend that you were going to do the thing to me, but I wasn't going to call you out for the 50th time. What were you going to say? You were going to say, is it bad for me to insult girls? Is that what you were going to ask, right? Do you think that's what I'm telling you, Kelly?
I wasn't even going to say that because I just don't understand how you're getting to this point. How is this pick?
How am I getting to a point to where you're a woman in a community surrounded by a bunch of guys, and then they look at you and they go, oh, wow, this woman called you dumb. And you're like, boom, insult, appearance. You really don't understand that interaction? You can just say that too. If you just want to say, I don't understand that at all. I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so pick me is because of insulting women based on appearance. Okay, that's fine.
Is that what you think? That's what you think pick me is?
No, is that not what you just said? Sorry. No, genuinely, that's me misinterpreting.
Okay.
I thought that's what you
said.
We're at what you said?
No, it's okay. We're at the play dumb part of the argument.
Fucking hell. No,
the other four
trying
parts.
to analyze what you say. A lot of words.
No.
I'm trying to simplify it so I understand.
The goal is restate what I say verbatim in a monotonous voice, and then act like that is the totality of a definition that I haven't given, and then act like incredulous that I could ever say that way, right?
Okay, so pick me doesn't have anything to do with insulting women based on their appearance.
And then restate that same monotonous point now in an incredulous way and pretend so that's not the thing? I'm not this is retarded. No, hold on. We are human beings. Our manipulation of language is way more sophisticated. You're acting like a year one student's fucking syntax on some Merriam-Webster dictionary thing, okay? Where if you typo, all of a sudden your brain breaks.
A lot of words.
No, it's not a lot of words. There's concepts that I know you are intimately, especially you're a woman on the internet, part of a cosplayer community. I know that you're aware of these things. I know you know all of these things 1,000,000,000%. I'm not going to re-explain it to you. It makes me feel retarded, okay?
I would not make fun of a lot of people's appearances in a lot of areas, but things that are you can change, I don't think are a big
You don't
deal.
believe that. You don't believe that, Kelly. If I make fun of a girl's small tits,
is that okay?
The
argument is that I don't believe
Correct.
what I believe.
I believe that. Okay. If I make fun of a girl's small tits, is that okay?
No.
Why? She can get implants.
I also said that's female specific.
What? No, it's not. What do you mean? You don't think tits? You don't think chests? You don't think guys can get implants? Or guys can get gyno? What if I make fun of a guy for gyno then? Right? You can make tit jokes for guys as well.
That's shitty for the same reason, right?
Well, if it's shitty for the same reason for a guy and a girl, doesn't that tautologically make it not gender specific?
If you say that they're tits, that's gender specific.
If I say a guy has tits and he's got gyno.
If you're making fun of a man for having gyno, that would be shitty.
If I make fun of a girl's hair, if I make fun of a girl's makeup, if I make fun of a girl's weight, all of these are okay because they're not gender specific?
Hair and makeup would probably be fine. I think makeup is maybe slightly sexist, but it's on the very mild end. But hair is fine and not gender specific.
Okay. Do you acknowledge that you use a different definition of gender specific than every other person on the internet? Can you acknowledge that? Or do you think that this is actually what most people go by when they use... Wait, so what is a gender specific insult then? I have to make fun of literally their pussy? Or make a period joke?
I just said that makeup could be considered mildly.
You said it was mildly on the very edge, which was a pointless statement. It was so vacuous, it meant nothing.
Well, I also said tits would be, if you're talking about tits specifically aimed at women, that would be gender specific.
Okay, what about lips or lip filler?
Yeah, I would say so. Most men don't really get lip filler, so it's female associated.
The other 4 sections I had here are, one is you constantly saying it's a joke over and over again. I don't know why you're saying it's a joke. It wasn't a joke. You were just being mean.
Well, it is a joke because I don't literally, and you also don't literally think that I think that you went to a dumpster and pulled somebody out.
That was one part of
dumpster.
it, but that dumpster comment was the preceding thing for all of the appearance insults. But you weren't joking about those, were you?
I also don't think that a toddler on acid literally drew her tattoos either. That also is a joke.
Do you think that was the part that I thought you were serious about, Kelly Jean?
Okay, which part?
No, hold on.
About?
When I asked you, were you joking when you insulted her tattoos? Do you think I was asking you if you seriously thought a toddler with on LSD drew the tattoos? Is that what you thought?
Well, I'm looking back at all of the things I wrote, and they were all joking.
Oh, so you think her tattoos look nice? You like them?
Joking doesn't mean I think the opposite. Something can be a joke, and also, like, it doesn't mean I literally think you went to a dumpster and pulled somebody out of it.
What do you think, like, when somebody says something, it's just...
It doesn't have to be literal, right?
True. But what is usually happening with a joke? Usually there's some underlying element of truth. Isn't that kind of how...
Amusement for my purposes. I don't expect to appeal to the amusement
Good
of
pivot
other
answer.
people.
Good pivot answer. Not engaging with the material. Again, that's good. You're good at that. The next section was this thing where you're like...
you just like,
yeah?
Okay, so you just give up on that then. What is it you think I missed?
Oh, wait, hold on. To be clear, I'm not giving up. I just call it out when you do something like abusive in a conversation, and then I move on to the next thing to make at least the audience aware of it. Because what you do is because when you get cornered, you're doing this is a laugh strategy, to be honest, right? A lot of these conversation texts are. When you get called out and cornered on something, then you kind of make a cute joke on it, and you think you can like walk away from it. Because maybe guys let you do that. I don't know. But that's what you're doing. I'm just making people aware that that's what's happening. Well, I don't know.
See,
that's my guess.
A weird comment.
What? No, that was a sexist comment. Yeah, I'm assuming because you look really nice that you can say retarded shit like this and people don't call you retarded for it. That's an assumption I'm making. It might be sexist. It's a little sexist, sure. But yeah, I am. At least I'm not. But notice how I just told you honestly that that's how I felt, and I didn't just say, "Oh, I was just joking, Kelly Jean." It was just a joke. I don't really honestly know if that's actually happened to you, right? Notice how I just told you what I felt, and I just said it honestly, like immediately.
So could this insult come from somewhere that's not like, I don't know, sexism? Could it not just be shit? I felt insulted by her saying that I am wrong, and I just felt like clapping back with something. Does it have to be that deep?
Why do you
can say that my insults are shit if you want, and they should have been clearer. I agree, but like beyond that, is it that deep?
Maybe not. Like if Abba said something in chat that really pissed me off, and I just like called him the N-word. Is it like really that deep? I'm not trying to be like super racist or anything. Like he just like pissed me off. But I mean like, it's not that deep, right? It's not like.
Do you think what I said is comparative to saying the N-word?
Did I just say that what you said is comparative to the N-word? Do you see how you're doing the thing again? Where like you're playing,
you gave the
acting?
example for a reason, didn't you? What was the reason if it wasn't to compare?
Comparisons aren't one-to-one.
Yeah, a comparison, I'm not comparing the severity of both. It doesn't have to be one-to-one and completely and totally analogous in the entire scenario. Like you're playing stupid on all of these because you realize how dumb what you said is.
That's not playing stupid. I'm saying
being
that you're giving a
stupid, or-
comparison that is obviously a lot worse than anything I did.
It's not. No. The comparison wasn't about the severity. The comparison was how ridiculous would it be to say that Abba said something in chat that made me mad, and then I called him the N-word. That's the same as you saying, "Oh, that girl called me dumb." So in response to a guy that called her a hoe, I said, "Where did he find this one from? A fucking dumpster? Look at this chicken scratch tattoo shit all over her fucking body." That's the same level of like stupid response.
Well, then I guess in that case I would just disagree. I do think I went harder. That what I would agree with. I was meaner, obviously, but I don't think it was anywhere near as bad as other people are trying to make out, especially considering like the insults your Twitter, bro, is probably more unhinged than anything I've ever said in my entire life.
Very nice. Another pivot.
No, but it's fine to point this out. Like, I don't think you believe that these insults were that extreme. I think you're trying to make the argument for it. I don't think you believe it.
Why do you think I'm arguing it?
Because you can.
Because
That's why
can?
all of us do. Our motivation is because we like fucking arguing with people.
That's okay. So
Which is
I
part
just
of
like
what I was
arguing.
saying before.
Okay.
I mean, do you not enjoy it?
Why do you think that question is at all relevant to what we were just talking about? Because obviously I'm taking issue with the fact that I'm doing this because I'm arguing. Why are you not asking if I enjoy arguing, right? You see the constant attempt to like refocus the conversation on some other dialogue tree that you can just run down that has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Am I
The
not
point doesn't
allowed
have to do
to
with
ever do
when I
that?
ask
You
when
do it
somebody
all
says
the
like why
time.
do you do a particular thing? You're like, oh well, people do what they do. What a weird non-answer to anything. We don't do anything randomly at all. And arguably the entire universe is causally determined. So it's the exact opposite of randomness. No.
Do you never just do things?
I don't think any of us just do things, and it's especially wouldn't be using hyper-specific insults targeted at somebody of the same gender in a Discord where I'm a minority gender. No, that wouldn't just be doing things. That's a pretty specific thing.
How about not thinking deeply about it? How about just doing things and not really thinking about it?
Just like calling someone the
something a lot
N-word?
of people do.
Couldn't you just do that? You don't have to
Maybe
like.
people have done that and it's not worked out too well. Sure. I get
Okay,
it.
so then you do agree with my ABBA example then. You just weren't thinking too. I just called him the N-word, right? So why'd you say that was a ridiculous example? Why'd you just say that was a ridiculous example then? If now you agree that could actually
was that a fair comparison?
Wait, why wouldn't it be a fair
Obviously it's
comparison?
not.
Can't you just call someone a racial slur without thinking about it?
Because what you say is worse than what I said. That's why I don't think it's a fair comparison.
What you
It's
say
trying
is
to
worse
say
than
that
what
they're
I said.
similarly-
Can I talk?
It's trying to get.
Wait, I'm
well,
sorry,
obviously
sorry.
we don't think those comparisons are equal, right? That we think
A
that
comparison doesn't have to
calling
be
someone the
equal.
N-word in that way, yeah, okay, that's fine. We agree it's not equal. Obviously, I'm still gonna have umbrage with someone giving an unequal
Okay,
comparison.
let's
in
say
that
this. Let's say
statement.
Abba said something mean in my chat, and I said the last time Abba was here, he actually smelled like shit the entire time, and every single friend that I took him out to dinner with thought he smelled bad.
I mean, that would be bad because he's your friend.
But
I'm not friends with this person.
Oh, okay. So you're not friends. So things that you maybe shouldn't say, or things that would be certain types of insults, are now permissible or okay, or
Yeah,
what is
because
the
if I
relevance of
ran
that?
into a random person on the street and they smelled like shit, then I'd probably say they smelled like shit because they're not my friend.
Dude, I can't. You just went so wide with that. Where I don't even think we're on the same playing field anymore. Okay, the other two things, real quick, with it. Yeah, one is the calling for specifics. Like they change any part of the argument. They don't. We know generally what's being spoken about. Also, when somebody's in an argument with you and they ask you for specifics, but they don't provide it themselves, that's always a trap. They're trying to see if you remember what Kelly is doing, what Lab has done, and what other people do. Is they try to see if you remember
Can
exactly
you stop
what was
calling
said.
me like Lav?
No,
That
because
is
you're doing
not
this. I'm
fair.
watching you do it in real time. It's actually insane. Okay, if somebody says something wrong, here's what you say. You go, "I didn't say that. I said this." But when somebody says something and they slightly misquote, you're like, do you even know exactly what I said? The reason why you're not, and you did also something very interesting with this. The reason why you didn't volunteer what you said exactly is because you knew it was bad and indefensible. But if they don't remember the exact words you said, somehow you think that you're beyond impeachment, that your character is you're safe. But it was funny
Sorry,
because earlier
what
when
is it
she was
you are accusing me of not giving as an
something earlier,
example?
you said, it was funny because it was the first time you said it. You said, "Let's go find the logs and look at exactly what you said." You offered that for her when you wanted to fight her, but you didn't say the same for you, which I think is interesting. I think it speaks to intent. And then the final thing was
somebody can go look up my logs.
the
I don't
final thing
mind.
was
That
the
is
final thing was
fine.
you saying you insulted me. You kept bringing up the fact that she insulted you, which is true, but that was only after you went hard on the dumpster comments.
Yep, and I think her response was meaner than anything I said, but I'm not here crying about being called looking like Mark Zuckerberg.
Why would you be-
'cause obviously I don't take it seriously.
Why would you be crying about it when you're the one that started it?
Well, I don't think I started it. I think her calling me wrong started it. But that's
You think
a
that
difference
her
of
calling
opinion.
you wrong started?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it would make you mold as well. It would make most of the people in this community mold.
But his
Well, you
your
just
response was
refocused
so
it.
disproportionate.
Yeah, you did the thing again. It would make most people in the community mold.
You can say you can say my insults were disproportionate, and I can say that your as insults right now are disproportionate. But apparently, it's okay that when you have disproportionate insults.
You're
Wait,
doing
when
it
did I-
again,
when
you're
am I- wait,
deflecting.
when am
You're
I-
so allergic to accountability. It's insane. The mental
what do you want me to
gymnastics
be
that you have
accountable
to
for?
literally the mental
what?
gymnastics that she has to do to
Can you
make
talk
her
in
arguments.
not buzzwords? Is that possible? What is the problem? What do you think that I'm missing here? That I'm not being accountable for?
The biggest problem
I said, yes,
in-
I
the
could have
biggest-
been clearer
the
with
biggest
my
problem-
insults, so
I don't
people
care,
didn't
I don't
read
care.
whore.
The biggest problem that I would say, and she might feel differently, but the biggest problem, I think, broadly speaking, on the entire conversation is the crazy making. That's the biggest problem. That if she or somebody else that confronted you, like, yeah, you know what, fuck this bitch. I didn't say she looked like a fucking whatever dumpster bitch. Fuck her. She insulted me. Sure, I think that's fair. I don't think there'd be a problem. Well, you could maybe have a problem with what we said or whatever, you can fight over that. But the problem with the conversation is you engage in an unbelievable level of crazy making, what did I say exactly? This is like every other insult from the community. I didn't even mean, that's not, insulting somebody's hair and makeup and weight, that's not sexist. Like, that's crazy making. Like, somebody would feel insane after arguing with you if they didn't have a really stable foundation to argue from. And then the constant pivoting. You
already just said that makeup could be considered sexist, right?
You said it was on the very edge. You said it was on the very edge.
I said it was mild. Yeah, it is mild.
Can you pull up the Reddit post that goes over what she said? Because she's not going to take accountability.
Are we not allowed to like acknowledge that some insults are more mild than others? Like, Jesus.
No one is saying that they're not. We're just saying it's disproportionate, and it doesn't make sense to go after someone's appearance and say that he found me in a dumpster because I said you were wrong about ADHD medicine. If you had been like, what the fuck
never
is she
said that it my insult wasn't mean.
Kelly Jean, may I finish, please?
No, because you keep saying shit that I didn't say. I've clarified some of this stuff before. I said,
you said that he didn't found me in a dumpster.
But then you are mean in response. Like, I was mean, then you were mean. Isn't this just chatting shit? Like, bro, I don't know.
She's called him retarded.
If you're saying your feelings are getting hurt, maybe that's not really chatting shit. Maybe you are like.
Wait, hold on. Give me 15 seconds. 1 second.
She's called him retarded twice, and he's not screaming at her.
Assume people would not get.
She's called him retarded twice, and
he's not screaming at her. That's interesting.
I mean,
I would have got booted into another continent, bro. I would be in Africa by now. Okay,
not
just
providing
saying.
the services that this woman off the streets of Miami is providing.
Yeah, we're not saying what those services are. They could be something I can't juggle. Maybe she's just really good at juggling.
Kelly, you're such a snake. Holy shit. You and Jstlk are legitimately calling her a prostitute. Bro, you're unhinged.
I did not call her a prostitute.
You didn't. Of course you didn't. Now the plausible deniability comes out. I don't care. I think these conversations are funny. I like having them. But like, you seriously, you are like an ultra abusive person, especially if you're not even aware that you're doing this. Like, I would.
How is it okay that you can just say that I'm abusive?
Because the way that you engage in conversation, the way that you engage in lose my mind of what?
You have lost your mind when people have implied that you're abusive.
Depending on the type, depending on the
like a psychologist.
Bro,
you can't say I'm
depending
abusive.
on the type. I don't have to be a psychologist to tell you're abusive. Okay, number one. Number two, depending on how you're saying I'm abusive. In some ways, bro, I fucking agreed with this. I've literally said some of this shit before. Yeah, I can be an abusive partner. I'm scraped only to blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've at least said all this shit. What do you mean? I would get mad if somebody accuses us. You don't own any of this. I'll own any of my bad behavior, even though sometimes you've even said publicly I don't. I do. If I fuck up or whatever, I pretty much said it. It's not like there's anything that's gonna leak of me that like, oh god, this is this fucked up thing that nobody knows about. I've owned almost everything I've done badly. But like, you right now saying like, I'm not gonna say what those services are after Jstlk implies she's a streetwalker, and then you saying here like, I didn't call her a prostitute.
Jstlk did, and I
you
said
co-signed
that
it.
Did.
Me
existing is coexisting.
Hold on, Kelly. Is that what I just said? Did I say just you?
Okay, so what did I say that was co-signing?
Play it again.
When he said, when Jstlk said, she can't hear through this thing. When Jstlk said she's she's a streetwalker offering services, and then you go, oh, I'm not gonna say what those services are.
Yeah, it's a joke.
What's the joke?
Oh my god. Yes, that's the joke. Because it's based on Jstlk's implication that happened beforehand.
Yes, so you're co-signing it.
That doesn't mean I'm co-signing the belief. Because I'm joking. I have to have a sign over my head that means everything is not literal that I'm saying. From like forward onwards. Like, I don't know.
Kelly, did I just say that? Do you need to have a sign saying everything that you say is not literal? Is that what I just said that you need to do? Is that what it sounds like I'm implying you need to do?
Fuck's sakes. All of this also happened after she made more comments. So, like, I didn't feel the need to give a shit.
I'll pull up my comments.
That's fine if you didn't feel the need to give a shit. But then you can't say that now. Look, okay, hold on.
Obviously,
second abuser tactic. Second abuser tactic. Hold on, no. It's nice to see. No, wait, hold on, shit. You almost got me. Okay, that was clever. That was clever. Okay, so you just spent however long just saying you didn't say this, you didn't call that, you didn't do that, and then now when you're like, oh, you did. Now you say, okay, well, fine, I did, but it's because she did this thing first, right? You're literally like, we're walking through the narcissist prayer right now, like.
This isn't even true. I literally said the juggling comment and then Jstlk's comment. I spoke about it earlier.
Go through the rest of the Reddit.
I never said these comments didn't happen.
What was it?
Yeah, if you clip champ the shit out of me, then everything's gonna look
bad.
bad.
It's a clip champ. Okay, wait. Yes, so when you said that she's behind me and she called me,
this is the literal definition of clip champing.
When you said, oh, so there's more context that would have changed the statement.
Yeah, if you watch the whole fucking stream.
Oh, I need to watch the whole 3-hour stream. And you think I would come away from that stream thinking like, oh, Kelly thinks she's actually like...
Are you trying to imply that clip champing isn't a thing that has happened to you as well?
Because clip champ doesn't mean you need to watch the 3-hour stream. Clip champ means that you've taken a small clip and you've misrepresented a comment such that additional context would make you feel differently about the comment. I don't think that's the case with this.
I don't know where in the stream off the top of my fucking head this part is, but yeah, the time in and around this part, yeah.
So when she's behind me and she calls me retarded twice, and you
say
said
anything that's not literal. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I just said. You can't say anything that's not literal.
No, I didn't say you just said that. That's how I feel.
Oh, you feel that you can't say anything that's not literal. Okay.
Yes, because it's treated literally.
Gotcha. So when you said that she's behind me and you're like, oh, well, if I would have said that, I would get kicked out, but it's not with her. What's the implication?
That I get kicked out at the minor inconveniences, like saying Feliz Navidad, which is true.
Okay, interesting. Okay, hold on one sec. Give me 15 more seconds.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, this girl can sit there and call Destiny a retard a bunch of times. Jacob says, you are wrong.
These are just
Probably is also
clips.
correct. Immediately banned.
Yeah, again.
Says, you are wrong. Probably is also correct. Immediately banned.
Yeah, again, Jacob doesn't provide the services that this girl does.
Yeah, Jacob. Get better tits.
Maybe if he could juggle.
Yeah, Jacob. Learn your circus tricks.
Okay, so
And then the other one.
when you say Jacob, you need to get better tits, you just meant that he needed to like do more chest work, right?
Yeah, that's a joke. Obviously, I say get better tits. It's like, yeah, be a woman.
Okay.
Am I not allowed to make jokes like that anymore? Are we all?
That's what I said. Yeah, you're not allowed to make any jokes like that. That's what I said. Yes.
No, I am asking you. Like, is there actually an issue with any of these things? Because you keep trying to twist it back on me when I ask you questions like this.
To be clear,
is it
hold on.
actually a problem?
I'm not
for
twisting.
me to say these jokes. Like, what is the problem then? Because you know that these are jokes, yes?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm not.
Is there actually a problem with them?
So I'm not twisting anything. Okay. My macro perspective on this is very clear. You're the one that wants to try to twist each of these individually to divorce them from all the context of everything that's happened to try to make them seem like they're just jokes.
No, I'm not twisting anything. I'm asking you, is there an issue with these things? Because if there is, maybe
Is
I
there an
need to
issue
shut
with
up.
any of the jokes individually? No, I don't think so. But that's not really what we're talking about, is it?
I mean, that's important for me to know because I don't know if I need to stop saying things. Because I don't know at this point, like, if any of these things are actually an issue or not.
Okay.
Which I think is fine.
What?
Which I think is fine. Obviously, we're having such a heated debate about something. I don't know if any of these things are actually an issue.
Is it that you're misogynistic, or that you're a pick-me, or that you have abusive conversations?
Is it because I'm abusive or a pick-me or what was the last one?
Misogynistic. Although I guess I kind of goes in with the pick-me.
Like, I don't think I am these things. Do you think I am these things?
I think you acted like them, yeah, yesterday, for sure. I don't know if you normally are.
What do you mean you don't know?
I haven't
I
watched
like
you
known
interact.
Me for long enough
Yeah, but I don't watch you
would
interact.
Probably.
Okay, keep going.
How
Keep
about
saying
the
irrelevant
times where
stuff. Yep.
How about all the times where I come on and defended women, right? We're just ignoring this. It's like
Gotcha.
Kelly hates women, but ignores when Kelly comes in to like tell other people to stop calling the women on kick off.
There are times you defend women. Don't you also have a reputation for also shitting on women, though?
Based on other people in the chat,
May I say
sure.
something?
Do you think that
Go for
that's
it.
fair?
My
representation?
response, by the way, that she said that, like, is why she started attacking me after, is me saying, quote, I'd be willing to talk on stream with her if she wants to be a big girl and say it to my face. I hope she addresses her internalized hatred for herself someday. Sad to see someone so clearly insecure about themselves take to judging others instead of looking inwards.
Yeah, of course I'm going to respond negatively to that.
Not just
Jesus.
negatively, but
Yeah, but if someone says that, am I going to give a shit when
And
just people make
that was
a whole
after
joke?
she called
No,
me a
I won't
dumpster.
make
That was
it.
after
No,
she
I won't
said
give a
that she
shit.
found me in a dumpster. And that's what my response was.
Just again, I don't think you were literally found in a dumpster.
Oh my god.
no one is
feel any
saying
better.
that. But okay, all right. I need to go back to my stream content. Thank you for the diversion. We were looking at Dave Chappelle. Anything else?
No, you want to call me abusive anymore?
Well, just don't have abuser-style conversations, okay?
I think that's pretty unfair.
I think it's super fair.
I mean, considering the way that you've been trying to engage with me, you admitted that you don't really think that any of these jokes are specifically a problem, and that the whole
not the
implication
specific
is
jokes,
right.
it's the context, and it's.
You just did it right there. Yeah, you just did it again, right?
No,
I didn't say
wanna
the issue
speak
was not the individual specific joke, right?
No, it's because I'm a woman and I'm saying these things that makes it bad.
And it's the context,
It's
and it's what it was in response to. You cannot be this purposely obtuse. Like, I refuse to believe that someone actually is unable to connect the dots.
Stop! Don't even. It's not worth.
Go back.
Hang on, I want to say something. Like, because I just want to actually give my thoughts on something without getting, like, fucking interrupted. Okay. I don't think that anybody thinks that any of the jokes I said were particularly deep. I don't think most of them, if any of them were hurtful, I don't think you think any of them are problematic. So the basis of the issue is that everyone thinks I'm hypocritical because I've spoke out against sexist shit that's a lot worse than anything I said in the last 24
Deflection,
hours.
queen of deflecting.
No, you stupid bitch. I'm just talking about what I don't like. You can't laugh at me. You called me Mark Zuckerberg twice. You said I look like a man. Like, I don't care about you anymore. I called Merc a bitch. I probably called Lab a dumb bitch. Like, I will continue to call dumb bitches. It's mild. Don't care. Either way.
Based. Okay.
Like, no, because it's not hypocritical if I only care about things that are actually particularly bad, and especially if it's coming out of men. Like, it is different. Sexism coming from a man, and the context of where that sexism comes from. I
really admire her talent for, like, finding random words and just, like, jumbling them together in a sentence that makes no sense.
I'm not talking about you or anything involving you. I'm speaking about why other people are, like, losing their minds of me being a hypocrite. I can use sexist insults if I want to. I've said this specifically on multiple occasions. Like, if I want to call someone a cunt, I can. It's my fucking word.
I called you a cunt. Like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I never said it. Any of this stuff has to do with you. I just already clarified once it's not. But the problem is the arguments being made at me are on the basis of hypocrisy.
Do they have, like, government benefits in the UK for people with, like, low IQs?
Stop! I don't want to
do you have any type of argument that isn't just, like, trying to attack someone's intelligence? Like,
wait, is that an immutable characteristic? Okay, we're good on this.
Technically, it is.
Okay, are you done
Peace
doing
and
your?
Love. Have a good evening, Kelly.
No,
I have
wasn't
no issue
done
with
because
you.
I kept getting interrupted.
Okay, finish your thing. Hurry up.
Jesus Christ, it would have been done if I hadn't. Right. So the argument is on the basis of me being a hypocrite.
Okay.
No, I'm asking you. Is that it?
No,
Because
I already gave you
that's what I was
everything.
seeing
Your
from other
goal
people.
right now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to reframe this entire thing into something that, like, shifts
No,
everything away
I'm
from it. Yes,
asking.
you're saying I feel like the only reason people are mad at me about a bunch of these, like, jokes that you even agree, Destiny, aren't even really that bad on their own, and you've even said worse things. All the reasons people are attacking me is just because they're calling me a hypocrite. It doesn't have anything to do with this situation. That's what I've seen people type blah blah. Yeah, you're shifting this whole thing into some macro argument that doesn't have anything to do with this particular thing.
Okay, so it's not hypocrisy. Then what was the whole point in speaking about me being a woman and anything to do with sexism if it's not to prove that I'm a hypocrite?
None of that has to do. The hypocritical arguments that people were making about you didn't have much to do with you being a woman, and they didn't have anything to do about any of that. They had to do with specific statements that you made. They were about Kelly Jean things, not about being a woman things. Do you know that? I know you know that because you were bringing up these arguments. You read them, so you just tried to reframe it again in a dishonest way. People weren't calling you an hypocrite just because you're a woman. You are. People didn't call you. Wait, why were people calling you hypocritical? Because you were a woman? You think that was the argument on the subreddit?
Did I say that?
Yes. I'm sorry. I thought I just heard you say it like 30 seconds ago. Maybe I misunderstood?
That's not what I said. I said a whole bunch. I was like trying to. This is me trying to understand.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Here's the understand. This is the macro. This is what happened. Okay, there's a girl on my stream. Your name comes up. And she says something about you, and the reason why I went to stop her is because I think that you fight with women in a really bad way, and I think that anything somebody says, especially a woman about you, is going to trigger you. That's why I try to stop her from saying anything. Okay.
Okay. Could you give me an example of a situation that's happened that's anything similar to this?
No, I actually can't think of one off the top of my head. Doesn't change my impression of what I just said though. But if you want to challenge me,
now it's just like, because now you said that's just going to be all people say. Like,
that might be. Well, that was the impression that I had in my head before, and I tried to stop her from doing it, and it seems like that's exactly what happened. So I can't actually think of anything off the top of my head. I can't. But that was the impression, and it seems like that was 100% mapped onto reality. Nope, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Number one, and then number two was because you're a woman in the community who's seen as a large like figure in the community as a woman that when somebody pinged you and they said, hey, here's this girl on Destiny's stream.
Ho.
Okay, girl on Destiny's stream, this fucking hoe. Okay, she said that you were wrong about ADHD medication. And then your go-to is...
You just said it has nothing to do with
Let
me
him
being
finish.
a woman, but then you just said it's because I'm like a...
Don't bitch
No,
about him not
hold on,
letting you
wait.
finish and then not let him finish.
Also, I didn't say that this had nothing to do with you being a woman. I said that when people were making the hypocrisy arguments at you, the hypocrisy arguments were not about you being a woman. They were about specific statements that you said. Okay? Stop trying to trip me up, all right? I'm vibing out right now. It's not going to work, okay?
That's fine.
Let me
That's
rewind
fine.
back to what I was
get
saying
it.
now, okay? So somebody said, look at this hoe on Destiny's stream, and then your response as a woman in the community, okay, that is a big member of the community, was immediately to go fucking hard in the paint on her physical appearance, okay? We're using also
I
the phrase
disagree with that.
found in the dumpster, okay? And then you spent the next 4 or 5 hours that stream or like afterwards, like talking in Discord and then getting on Jstlk stream and having a huge cope session about this street walking slut who needs to like learn tricks and have tits, and that's the only reason why I'm even being nice to her, blah blah blah. That's great that you didn't say anything, but you were on a stream next to a person saying it, you were giggling and laughing with them, just joking. That's the macro picture of everything that happened.
I feel like Jstlk should probably get to defend himself if you were saying that stuff that he said, because he didn't say anything.
No,
Why are you allergic to accountability?
Jstlk is smarter than you. That's why when Jstlk says retarded shit, he doesn't come in here to
Alright,
defend
brilliant.
it. Jstlk stays out of
you
here.
had to fight her whole argument for her, so like...
I just wanted to put together a little more. Yeah, I'm fucking 35 years
she
old.
Be able to manage.
I don't know if she could. You're also my age, Kelly. Yeah, we're adults. Yes, we're both in our
are
fucking
my
30s.
age.
Yeah,
She's
no
in
shit.
her
I'm gonna sit here and
30s?
write down. Yes, no shit. I'm gonna sit here and write down every single thing you
My
say.
age.
Can I Google it?
Again, it's just like, no.
Why is this middle-aged woman
Stop.
45 or 53.
letting this 21-year-old live rent-free in her head?
He doesn't even know my age, but it's cool that you're trying to insult
Wait,
me.
Wait, are you not 30 plus?
I do not put my internet on the age, and I do not put my age on the internet, and that's not accurate. No, and I'm not saying what it is, obviously.
That's fine. You
Why
don't
are
have
you
to, but
behaving like a high schooler?
Okay, stop. Okay, hold on. Regardless of if you say it or not, I am almost positive you're 30
When you were
plus.
in high
Okay,
school
stop.
before I was
Hold
born.
On. Stop. Chill. Okay. So I'm just saying that.
You are literally with a man that's older than me. You
Yes,
dumb.
true. I am, but I'm also not like calling her a whore, dumpster diving bitch, and then defending
didn't call her a whore.
No, you
again.
co-signed it and giggled along with it, right?
No, because those two things were separate. When Jstlk made jokes, yes, I joined in, but there was hours of difference between those 2 points. When
Okay.
I made my comments, I did not mean to imply
That's fine,
she's a
Kelly,
whore.
but I bet if we go back earlier, I can find more and more, and you're gonna have another excuse for why you said those and those. I'm just saying, I gave you
No,
the
there
macro.
isn't.
I gave you
The stream was already hours after my comments that I initially made in like Discord.
That's fine. I gave you the macro for why I thought it was kind of bad, and then I broke down in this conversation. These are things I think were kind of bad, and then I jumped in to like go through the conversation. Of course, because I've got like 15 times as much adulting experience as she does because I'm 35 years old. So of course, and I deal with people like Max and Lav and all that shit. So yeah, of course I'm gonna sit here and like make comments on it because that conversation was fucking insane, and I don't want people walking away thinking like, oh, this is what a
That's
normal
just
conversation looks like between two people that are having a disagreement, because all of the strategies that you employ in that conversation are like 101 abuser, gaslighter, crazy making strategies. So of course I'm going to say something, obviously.
I mean, sure, you can say that, but it's just copium for her not fighting her in an argument.
I did fight.
Well, she did. She argued with her for a bit.
Did you? Because you just made dumb comments and didn't really do anything else. But all right. Sure,
Okay.
Copium. You did not you had an argument with me. You like formulated concepts and thoughts.
Because
Yeah,
you
but
were
hold on.
engaging with this, you were engaging with his points more than you were engaging with mine. All you were doing was moving the goalpost with me. And
Yes,
sure,
because
maybe
saying you're moving the goalpost.
Shut up,
is
let
not
me
giving
talk.
an example.
because you won't fucking let me speak, you dumb. You're so fucking unserious.
You're speaking right now, aren't you? Jesus Christ.
I can't. How?
Should I really care
How
about
is
being
a middle-aged
sexist to someone
woman
who says the things that she
behaving
has
like this?
said to
How
me
are
in the
you
last 10
conducting
minutes?
like yourself like this?
How am I getting criticized so much for stuff that is so less than what she's just said to me? Like,
Because Kelly, because you were the
You
instigator
fucking
on the
started it.
you were the instigator of the situation. Why do you
But
keep saying
being
that?
an instigator, technically, in my opinion, I don't even think that's true. She said I was wrong, and that's instigator, in my opinion.
Okay, that's
But
fine. That's good.
Being the instigator being the instigator,
that's
does
good.
that mean you can't say things that are as bad as the other person now because that person just gets free reign to say whatever the they want, and they don't have to take any responsibility for
Then
it.
you can't be mad at any of the stuff that I said because
I'm not mad at it. I'm saying, how the fuck am I supposed to care if you're saying worse
then
things than me?
Okay, I want to talk about
Like-
Dave Chappelle and the industry.
you're a
No,
grown
okay.
ass woman and you should act like it.
You don't know anything about me, and neither does Destiny apparently. But like, you don't know anything about me. You're trying
from
to
my
use that as an argument.
experience and from my conversation with you, I know enough to know that you're.
What? I'm waiting for the
Stop!
most enlightening
No,
insult
stop! Because
in
I don't
my
want
life.
the spiral. Because this is now it's boring. Okay, I got it.
No,
we understand.
it's-
You guys can have a conversation if you guys want. You can have your own stream. Okay, maybe Jstlk can invite both of you, and you can go find on his stream because he loves the viewership so much. Okay.
There is one thing I wanted to say.
I don't want to
because it's
participate in
spiraled
elder
apart from
abuse.
that.
Okay. What is your one thing you want to
Literally
say?
younger than he is. Okay, that's Jesus. The point is, all of this. seems to
Justical, why were
center
you
around
calling me a prostitute?
Oh my god.
Because it's funny.
Around me, fucking being a woman, and therefore I have a higher, like.
And then you're in my DM saying like, oh, you know, I
God.
didn't mean any of it. Where, you know, if you want to come on and talk on stream, like I like
Hold on. Do I have
literally.
your permission to publish our DMs then?
Let me see what you said exactly.
Wait. What did she say? It just seems like I have a higher bar for being a woman, but then if another woman wants to insult me in a worse way, that's also okay because I started.
I got
it
the
in
impression
Please
you were
stop
kind of
that.
excited
Wait
about
for-
being a part of the
Started.
community. Kelly just likes making caustic comments. I don't think she was trying to imply anything to you. She was just trying to shit talk. If you're uncomfortable in some way with anything you see from my stream last night, feel free to reach out and tell me. If you're uncomfortable with comments you're getting from people, feel free to send me their names and I'll ban them from my stuff.
True.
I'm a terrible person. I
don't-
admit it.
Okay.
Wait, that makes you terrible?
I don't think it is, but I think it's like it's weird that you were on stream implying that I'm a prostitute and then like messaging me being all nice. Like I like just keep the same energy.
No. That was a long-running stream, and it just became a joke because Kelly, during the stream, seemed to be refusing to admit that anybody could read it that way, right?
Yes.
So it was just a running joke. I can link Destiny a clip here really quickly of me mocking this exact
I feel like
concept.
people are missing the context of like a 5 or longer hour stream where Kelly constantly gets wound up slowly like a ball until she says and just like joins in with the stupid.
Well then,
arguments.
just to
This
go,
is
if I
why-
misunderstood, I apologize. But from the clip we just watched, it looked like you and
No,
Kelly
I was implying that, but I'm saying it was a joke. It was like a meta joke over the course of the stream.
Yes, like people were giving me shit for hours. That is the context of what everyone is missing at this point. It's like, oh yeah, Kelly joined in with a joke at some point. It's like, yeah, after being wound up for ages.
Okay, are we good, guys? Are we all?
Are you can watch that clip real quick?
Not
I don't
really.
really care that
Just had
much
my
now.
character assassinated.
Wait,
I'm an
wait.
You did it to
abuser.
yourself, girl.
You don't care
Oh,
now?
shut up.
Did you ban this guy, by the way? The Reddit thread that you have open?
No, why should I?
Yeah, I mean, he lied a whole bunch. He clearly hates me, and that's why he made the
Yep.
thread with a
You had
ton of
to
lies in it.
cross a bunch of it out because it was like wrong.
Lies that Destiny repeated in chat this morning, by the way. Good one.
True.
I'm so sorry for making a minor timeline mistake. That's definitely the worst thing that's happened here. Do you accept my apologies?
It's
Yeah.
not the worst thing that happened.
Worst
here,
thing
Can
but
I say
feel
something
like-
from the
I
bottom
feel
of
like
my
you could
heart? Like
cross-check a couple of these
not
things,
being
no?
sarcastic, not being anything. I think that you should just try to look inward and see why
Stop.
women upset you so much. And
I literally could
I
give you
hope-
a list of the men I hate here, and I don't even
that's
think
not what
I
I
could
asked. That's
tell
not what I
you the
said.
women that I hate.
I really hope that
Just
you
'cause
get
you say
whatever
things doesn't
internal
make
hatred you
that's
have for
true.
yourself figured out. And I hope you have a good day. And that's
I don't
it.
have internal hatred.
Okay.
Again, these
I
are
hope
just
you realize
like
it one
it's
day.
okay for you to make insults, but if I say shit, then
Yeah.
I'm a bad person.
Okay. I think we're witnessing a schizophrenia right now, and I don't feel comfortable engaging with it anymore. It feels
Yeah, if you
icky
want to
to
keep
me.
making any more mild insults, you can continue to do that. I've heard these all before. They're pretty mid.
okay. Is that
At
it?
least be creative with your insults.
Is that it?
If you're going to make them, I'm waiting for Justical to, because he was going to say something else.
Oh,
I'm not
well, I
worried
was
about
just-
you.
I was just gonna say, Anna was reading this thread and propagated another lie that's in here that says I pulled up her Instagram on stream, which I never did. I explicitly refused to bring shit up on stream.
Yep.
People kept linking me memes that were making fun of her appearance. I refused to bring those up on stream.
We also said do not harass her, like, multiple times.
Well, then if that was wrong, I apologize.
Like, that's another thing both of us did. And I said, maybe we shouldn't even put a disclaimer on the stream, like, obviously don't harass these people. So
well, I said
no
that
way...
was stupid. Obviously, I don't want people to harass anyone, but...
But everyone ignores this. This is why I'm saying a lot of this shit's, like, context dependent. It's like, yeah, if you wind Kelly up for 5 hours, she's probably gonna be like...
To be clear, Jstlk is saving himself a little bit. This exonerates you 0%, Kelly. I know that you're trying to like hitch your wagon to like Jstlk not being a horrible person, but Jstlk's pretty honest about what he does in terms of like shit stirring and everything, and especially because he rides that line so hardcore. There might be some things that are misrepresented a little bit, but none of this changes anything.
Are you saying I'm a horrible person?
Did I say you were a horrible person?
Well, you just said Jstlk isn't one. So what is the implication?
That he's not like being two-faced and lying about like what is going on. I think she asked Jstlk, why did you call me a whore? And I think Jstlk said, because it's funny.
So where am I lying?
Because if you would have asked why you called her whore, you would say like, well, technically I actually didn't actually say this, and by the time that I did, she'd already said the one thing anyway. And are you saying that I can't even call somebody a whore when one time you tweeted about a girl getting raped by a shovel in 2016, and actually in the Discord, are you saying now that I'm held to a different standard than every single other person, and everybody insults everybody in this community all the time, and sometimes people tell people to kill themselves, so you're saying that I can't even make a thing and calling, but like, yeah, that's the difference.
I send you peace and love.
Hang on. Do you think it's fair for me to talk about my Discord messages, Discord and DGG messages, which were many hours before, as being separate to anything that was made as a joke by Jstlk many hours later?
I don't think, I can't.
Or do I have to consider all of that the same thing?
Okay, here's a quick thing that you're either really autistic or really abusive. It's one of these two things. I can't
autistic.
tell.
It's autistic.
The problem, I don't know.
Really
no,
is,
I don't. The problem is, I don't think Kelly
it's
is.
Not an
I don't
excuse.
think.
She has to learn how to deal with it.
As somebody that is unfortunately, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say that. Somebody that has met autistic people, Kelly is not autistic at all. Okay, I don't know why people that are clearly capable of navigating social spaces and clearly capable of like maintaining different types of friendships, being in different social settings, and doing more or less fine, call themselves autistic just because they're assholes. That's not autism. That's just being a dick. When you say over and over again, like it's just a joke, right? That's not autistic. Even an autistic person knows that. Oh yeah, of course. Like humor can have underlying messages that have. In fact, for the two people that I've known in my real life that are autistic, our biggest issue is usually I can't joke with them. Because if I say a joke, they're going to take it seriously. The idea that you're saying, I'm very autistic, and that's why when I say a joke, none of it ever means anything. That now, maybe there are different types of autism, but that literally sounds like the exact opposite that I would expect from any of the autistic friends that I've ever had in my entire life.
I never said it didn't mean anything. I said it didn't mean that she was a whore.
No, but when you keep appealing to this idea that it's just a joke, you're not saying anything, right? That's me calling a black guy an N-word and saying like, it's just a verbal utterance. That doesn't mean anything. The whole point of the joke is you pick a particular joke because you're hinting or you're implying or you're conveying a certain message. That's the whole point. Like Kelly sucked off 200 black dudes last night, probably. I can tell because she was happy on Twitter this morning. That's just a joke, but the joke is that you're a slut. That's the joke, right? Or that's the underlying fact that makes the joke funny, right? That's what makes it funny. It's not just a random utterance of words that mean nothing.
What makes it a joke is that it's absurd. That's why it's funny.
No.
Is like
nothing that you're saying is absurd, though. Do you know what absurdist comedy looks like? No, it's not.
Can I tell you why it's absurd? Because obviously I don't think that she was picked up from a dumpster, because that's absurd.
That's not absurd.
Imagining that a toddler on acid gave her tattoo is absurd.
But it's not absurd. The underlying fact of the dumpster is she looks like a homeless person. The underlying fact of the toddler and LSD is that the tattoos look like dog chicken scratch. Those are true feelings that you have. You have both of those feelings. Do you admit that or no?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. So then it's not. So then it's not. Yeah, but exactly. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. No, thank you. We got there. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
But then, an hour ago.
Yes, but you keep trying to reduce it to it's just a joke. But in your world, joke is true insult.
No, I said an hour ago.
That's what you just said.
No, an hour. Okay, now you gaslight me, because an hour ago I said multiple times to this girl, an insult can also be true. But that doesn't mean that I think in this case she was a whore, because that wasn't my insult. It was like homeless Riz. It wasn't whore Riz, okay?
And you were implying that I'm a prostitute, and that the only reason that Destiny was going easy on me was because I was like sleeping with him.
Hours later, Jstlk did, and I joined in. Yes. That was separate, in my opinion. If you want to
so
talk
then why
about
can't you just take accountability and be like, what I said was wrong? It was disproportionate to your...
did. These were two different examples, and that's
you
what's
have
fucking
really
my head
warped view. Okay.
There was like 5 hours between these things happening, and we were talking about the Discord and DGG messages, which was separate. Obviously, when other people start making these jokes over and over again for hours and try to wind me up, then yeah, I join in.
Good job. Okay, anything else?
Fucking Christ.
No, have a good day. Peace and love. I hope you get better.
This is what I mean by passive aggressive.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously she's being passive
That's
aggressive.
just being nice, Kelly.
She's being passive aggressive for sure. But so, what does that have to do with anything?
Just
No,
trying
she
to end
doesn't
on a
seem
good
to
note.
understand that she was being passive aggressive earlier when I tried to point it out in her messages when she said she was being nice.
Oh.
That's what
Well,
she
if
said.
you want to have a separate conversation, if she was being passive, she probably was being passive aggressive in some of them. I don't know. You sure?
She was.
But yeah, of course,
Which
you've
is
already
fine.
you've already struck first blood. Of course, it's fine. Yeah. You giving her
in my
credit of saying
opinion,
it's
her
fine
saying,
doesn't
that's the
exonerate you
girl
at all.
that's really wrong is like first blood to me. Like anyone else in this community is the same. You said you'd admit to it, that you would be the same.
Really? Did I say that? What did I say about that, Kelly?
You said you would lose your mind if someone else
Yeah?
was saying
What did
you
I
were
say,
being
Kelly?
wrong. You
What did I say?
literally banned Jacob yesterday for saying you were wrong.
What did I say? What did I say, Kelly?
You said that.
What did
You
I say,
said
Kelly?
that
What did I
you
say?
would
If somebody
lose your
insulted me,
mind.
what did I say my response would be, Kelly? You keep trying to bring things up. I don't know if you either think that I forgot or if you forgot, or you're just hoping to sneak it by and like reframe an argument and then walk away thinking that you've like made a good point.
No, this is what I thought you said.
Oh,
I'm fairly
okay.
sure you did.
Well, what I said explicitly was, yeah, let's see. What was the example that I gave? That if it was either and calling a woman like a slut or something in response to her calling me stupid, I would say I wouldn't say that. I would say, oh, this person is stupid. So I gave the exact opposite like statement of what you just implied that I said. You're implying that I would go unhinged against anybody that would say anything about me, but I literally explicitly said, yeah, I would, but in regards to the thing that they say. Not like I'm going to go attack your family now.
So my issue with this is that any type of comment on appearance is automatically like something you shouldn't do to a woman.
Oh my God! Hey,
It's like
we
the
just
Men in
stop.
Black come
We
and
just
shoot
got.
her with
We
the
literally
memory
got.
zap
No, no, no,
every
no, no,
5
no. Hold on.
minutes.
No, no. You don't understand. But Kelly is actually dead right. Yes, Kelly. That's correct. That's why 6 months ago I literally made that post on my subreddit saying we're not going to talk about people's appearances anymore. Welcome to the stream. You've caught up
You
to.
were literally doing
20
it earlier on this stream with some women in from the boys.
No, that's.
Yeah, you were. You were talking about buckle fat removal.
I'm sorry. What do you think the rule was, and what do you think that I did?
Okay, so you're saying
I can't tell. No, you're not. Is that what I just said? I just asked you a
He's
question.
saying
No,
that
you're-
you
No,
can't do it
just
to
like,
people
hold on.
in the
I want to see.
community.
I want to see
You can-
because it's more funny when she lies because she realizes she's gotten caught
She's
saying something
not
stupid.
lying,
She
I
is
swear to
lying.
God.
She is lying,
I've
bro.
experienced
Where
Dude,
am I
I've
lying?
run into way too many girls that do this act of like, oh, I'm dumb and autistic, but they're not because when you watch the way that they make comments and they insult other people, it shows a high level of social awareness, right? And I can see it and I can tell with the way that Kelly insults people. She has a high level of social awareness because if you were
It's because
autistic
it's
or you said some random
sociopath
thing,
now.
it's not. You would say like random shit. Again, I know autistic people that are actually autistic. Okay, it's the people that that seem to have the perfect insults or the exact cutting words to say, and then when you call them out, you're like, oh, I'm autistic. No, you're not autistic. That's insane. It's like the drunken kung fu master. No, you know exactly what you're saying. You know exactly what you're doing. So earlier,
I wasn't using it as an excuse. You said it's either abuse or it's autism.
yeah, that's.
Like,
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't
That
have
was
the-
a
we didn't-
rhetorical
there was no
question.
other third
That's correct.
option.
It was a rhetorical question. I think you're just being abusive. Yes. So when I said earlier that we made a rule about not commenting on people's appearances, and then earlier I was talking about buccal fat removal or whatever. What was the rule that you think I was referring to? What was the thing I was referencing?
Well, I thought it was not talking about people's appearances.
Gotcha. So you think that if I were to say, oh, yesterday I hung out with Hassan again. I forgot how tall he was. Would you come and say, Destiny, you said that you weren't going to talk about other people's appearances because I referenced his height?
But you're talking about how bad the buckle fat looks, and you've also like spoken about how bad.
I'm sorry.
the
Did
feathers look.
we just skip parts of the conversation? Is your internet cutting out? Did I say something on another internet that got to you before? I just asked you if I would have referenced a guy's height. Oh, I hung out with Hassan yesterday. He was taller than me. That's crazy. Would you say you shouldn't be talking about people's
No,
appearances?
obviously that would be fine. That's
There
what
we
you
go.
said.
Okay. Now, if I looked at something and I was like, wow, look at that tall freak. He's a troll height guy or whatever. Would that be okay? Even though I'm still talking about a guy being tall.
I mean, it seems like something you would say, so yes.
Notice.
Sure.
You don't know? You just have no idea?
Well,
just to be clear also, when you say things like you don't understand there, that's not autism. What you're speaking to now would be like a developmental disability. Like you're having an issue understanding or parsing the English language. There are apraxia, I think, is speech.
Developmental disorder.
No, but this is like an intellectually developmental.
So is ADHD.
Sure, this is intellectually, like your IQ is being decreased here, or there's something happening here that's not just like a social signal thing. Like you're legitimately having trouble understanding the English language, right? And on top of that, you're British, and your whole society revolves around things like irony and sarcasm and shit. So, and your humor even revolves around sarcasm and irony. So the idea that you don't understand anything about what I'm saying is like insane, because your people use this type of humor more than Americans do. Okay, so you think that I would say that calling someone
Spurging about the British.
Kelly, are you
what was the point of
in between sentences?
Wait. What was the point of me bringing up that you were British? What did I just say?
It's shit to do about sarcasm. I mean, you were ranting a lot about the British, so...
Wait, what did I just say after bringing up you were British? What did I just say?
There was like a comment about sarcasm.
There you go. So then why did you ask me why I brought that up when you were just able to tell me exactly why I brought that up?
You didn't need to go on a rant about the British to just make a comment about sarcasm, did you?
Why did I bring up the fact that you understand sarcasm, Kelly?
Because you're trying to prove that I'm not autistic.
Look at... Thank you. Look at that. You got... Okay, so it's all the information is there in your head. There you go. There you go. All the information is in your head, okay? That's great. So you understand exactly what I'm saying, okay?
I also want to point out you could also be abusive and autistic. Like, these two things are not mutually exclusive. That doesn't really make it better for my case, but just saying that
maybe,
it's a thing
but
that
I think
can
people with autism have a much harder time, like, being manipulative in conversations, because sometimes they don't even have the social wherewithal to, like, do it. They don't know how to navigate those conversations.
It depends how bad their autism is.
Sure, I guess so. But if yours is not bad enough that you can make all these cutting, precise insults and then dance away from topics in such an aware manner of like what makes you look bad and what doesn't, it seems like you have pretty high social awareness such that can't be an excuse for why you're making some insults and having no idea why that might be taken that way.
Okay, I have no issue with things being insults. I never said that they weren't insults. So, like, I don't get the point of, like, going on this long spurt about sarcasm.
What I was asking was I'm just saying that like if I was watching, if I said this guy's like a tall freak, okay, I bet he can't even breathe, right? And I had a rule saying no comments on people's appearances. Do you think that comment would be breaking the rule?
Probably.
Okay, there we go.
But would you really ban people for that? Because people say worse than that all the time.
We try to police it. Sometimes we ban for it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes I make comments that I shouldn't. But we've gotten a lot better at over the last several months because we try not to comment on appearances. And then people do tend to get downvoted in the subreddit. Sometimes they don't. But it's a thing we're working towards, okay? If I'm looking at a post and somebody says, oh, look at this like buccal fat removal, and I go like, oh, I think we looked at it and I'm saying, oh, I'm not too sure if this like looks good or bad, or people shouldn't get the surgery or blah, 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 blah. Is this like, do you think that this is a comment on appearance that falls under that rule that we were making about commenting on people's appearances?
I mean, you were talking about that it looked bad, so I would assume it was pretty negative.
What were we talking about?
With the buccal fat?
Yeah, we were talking about the surgery.
Yeah.
Not like,
and you were
I wasn't
giving
saying
examples of women putting it up in the stream.
Well, the post was an example of a person in reference to the surgery.
Like, just for reference, I don't have an issue with this, but I don't.
Do you think there's a?
I didn't.
Hold on. I don't care about your.
I don't think anyone has an issue with this.
We literally nobody needs any of your references, so I don't know why you would say for reference and then say some shit that nobody cares about. I have no idea what the point of that was. Well, I know the point. The point is for diversion because you hope that I bite on one of it.
Is not an argument.
Well, the point of a conversation is usually you're saying things that are relevant to like whatever the conversation is about. So when I say nobody cares, the implication is that you're saying something that's not relevant to the argument. So we do care what's being said in the argument. That's why we're saying certain words in the argument, right?
But they're not the same words. They don't mean the same.
That's fine. So do you think there's a difference between saying like, I think fake tits look bad versus, ooh, that girl's fake tits look horrible? Do you think those are the exact same type of comment? Or do you think that those two are like categorically different comments?
No, they are different, sure.
Thank you. Okay, well, there we go. Cool. Well, I'm glad we figured that out. So,
but you have said it specifically at people before, or the implication is other people have figured out who you've been talking about. I would say that was recently.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've said bad things before that break my rules. Okay. What's the point of bringing that comment up?
To deflect.
I'm just saying.
No. You're not just saying. Do you see how you did that? I'm just saying. You're not. You picked those words and that idea and that concept to push for a very particular reason. Why won't you say what the reason is? Why are you saying that? I'm just saying. You're not just saying.
Kelly, do you have a specific example?
Wait. No. I definitely have. Don't point me at
The point is, I don't think you care because of the things that you say. I don't think that you genuinely think that me commenting on her ugly tattoos is like a problem.
Okay.
Or saying she's unwashed.
Wait. Okay, so if you don't think that I care, okay. 1, why would I put the rule in the community? And 2, have the comments changed a lot over the past year for me and other people? Are you saying that I make just as many comments on physical appearance now as I used to a year or 5 years ago?
I mean, I don't really monitor this shit, so maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, so then you don't know, so you have no basis for the comment. And then 2, so if you say I don't care about the comments, then why am I fixating on this one?
I don't have fucking statistics going
That's
back.
fine. I'm not asking for. I'm just very general. I'm just no.
What?
The difference between how I approach conversation and you is I'm not saying like give me a specific example of this blah blah blah. I'm just asking in general. Do you think that it's common? If it is, maybe you have the impression that it is. I'm just curious. I didn't ask you for specifics at all because I'm not doing that because I know you're not gonna have a specific example in the conversation. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put this up on anybody. Okay.
No,
But
I didn't say specifics. I said statistics because you asked me like, have you been doing it less?
Sure. Yeah, because I asked what your impression was. Okay. Also, if I don't actually give a fuck about any of this at all, then why are we talking about it right now?
Because she's here and you had to argue for her because she couldn't do it herself.
Gotcha. So I'm a simp at the end of the day.
Well, no, she's just incompetent. It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Do I defend all incompetent
sexism.
people? Why would I defend this incompetent person?
Because she's there.
Okay. Haven't there been other people here before that I haven't necessarily defended to the chat?
Has there been a situation similar to this, like, in the past?
Well, if there's never been a situation like this before, then how are you so confident saying this is exactly why I'm doing this particular thing? You don't even have anything to compare it to.
Because it's an unusual situation.
So because it's an unusual situation, I'm defending her, but I don't actually care about any of the underlying stuff that we have a history of creating rules on and modifying behavior for.
No, Destiny, you don't get it. It's because I'm providing services for you.
But Kelly just meant juggling, like in the circus.
Oh, okay.
Jstlk took the argument further than it was. I didn't make the initial joke. Did I join in?
He just feels bad for me because he found me in a dumpster. I don't know how to stand up for myself.
And actually, technically, Kelly said she didn't even know what services those could be. She didn't want to imply anything, so.
Well, I said I joined in with the joke.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
After hours of being tilted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you never done that, Destiny?
I've never joked
hours
ever.
Of people winding you up.
No, I've never joked ever. That's what I said. That was what this whole conversation was about.
No, but you should be able to relate to that, surely.
Hey, do you want to mute and turn the camera off so I can pay you back for defending me and
Yeah,
for letting
sure.
me stay here in a little bit?
Stop. Okay, that's what Jstlk believes. Kelly only jokes about that.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to.
I do believe that 100%. Not the
I know
thing.
you would, Jstlk, of course.
All right, brilliant.
It's called projection. It's okay. Okay, well, anything else?
Peace and
Makes
love.
no arguments, just makes stupid comments, is incapable of actually
What do you mean, no arguments?
You want to be on an actual debate? What do you mean? We just
Destiny,
spoke
did I
the
make
last hour.
arguments?
You're
She
saying
did.
there
Wait.
was no argument.
What? Wait, who's saying there
This
was
is
no
the
argument?
first time I've memed about it.
Wait. Who's saying there's no argument?
Kelly just said I made
I said
no argument.
she made no argument. She just made stupid
No argument
comments in
when?
the background. For the last hour, we've been talking.
When you
All
guys
she
were
does is
having
make
the whole
dumb
conversation, he was
comments.
making arguments the whole time. I was literally writing these down in my notepad. I was listening to you guys talk. You just pivoted and deflected from every single thing. The only thing that I did in our conversation.
I'm talking about the last hour.
Oh yeah,
Well,
she's
I've
just
been
memeing
talking
because
to
I'm
you.
telling her not to talk because I'm trying to like hold you down on like all of the like snaky, shifty, weaselly behavior of the conversation.
All right. I'm just going to say, just because you're accusing me of those things doesn't make it true.
I agree. That's why I tried to
You
supplement
can
the
say-
arguments. That's why I wrote down the different categories of snaky, weaselly things I thought you did. And I went through each of the categories and I gave you the quotes and I asked you for an explanation. And I feel like none of the explanations you gave were adequate. But yeah, you didn't just
if
believe
you
it just because I say it.
assume
Sure.
That everything I've ever done and said is in bad faith, then yes,
I'm not assuming everything you're doing. I think some things are incredibly intentional and incredibly good faith. Like when you insult people or joke about people being whores or prostitutes, I think you're being pretty honest with what you are meaning and saying. But when the accountability part rolls around, then the bad faith comes out. But
No, because those are two different things. Did I join in with what Jstlk was saying hours later? Yeah. But the things that I said originally were not that. And it's really unfair to claim otherwise.
Okay.
You don't have any proof for that.
I literally do. It's called the English language. Somebody said, "What do you think
No,
about this hoe?"
the English
And you said,
language is
"Oh,
not
he found
proof."
this one," referring to hoe in a dumpster. That's what that response means. Yeah.
No, that's not fair. And I don't think you believe that.
I
Okay.
think this one means like the carousel of randoms that come through the apartment, right? Which is kind of the same thing. But I'm just saying, That's what I think this one means.
That's fine, but the comment that she was responding to was literally talking about a hoe. Now, it might mean that maybe Kelly didn't actually believe that. And I do agree with Kelly. That's not enough to indict her on that one thing. But then when I look at all of the other statements over the next like several hours on Jstlk stream and everything, it's like, oh, that is probably what she meant.
You didn't look at all of the statements. You didn't see all the times where I said I don't think she's a whore, or that we shouldn't harass her, or that I actually think she's pretty. You only looked at the negative clips.
Because it doesn't. Because unfortunately,
you just took the negative of some fucking clip champs. You don't take into context of like me getting wound up for hours.
Okay.
You don't look at all like I'm not expecting you to watch fucking 5 hours of stream. Okay, that was me being facetious.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you have an adequate amount of context either.
Gotcha. Okay, so that was another abuser tactic. Okay, and I'll explain.
I beat my girlfriend.
No, that is not
what you're about
abusive to say that you're missing
no.
context.
The abusive part is.
But you're not talking about all the times that I got her flowers or all the times that I was nice to her.
That's exactly what you're doing, right? If I were to call Melina, let's say somebody was watching a stream or some other girl or whatever, and I called a girl like 5 times, and then somebody else watched it, and they're like, bro, like, or the girl comes to me, she's like, why'd you say I was like a stupid like 5 times? Like, yeah, okay, well, but hold on. But if you look at other parts, like 5 times, it's like, oh, you know, I don't necessarily think she's a stupid.
You want me to say why it's not? Because me saying that somebody's tattoos are ugly is criticism on the tattoos only. Me saying I think she's pretty is to make it very clear that I don't think that she's ugly based on the ugly tattoos.
Gotcha.
That was me clarifying.
Gotcha. For instance, no, it wasn't. It's for you to have plausible deniability. You called out later for it. You can say, well, I said nice things too. Like it somehow deletes the other things.
She's ugly because that's the only way that would be true. Is if I think that I think that she's ugly.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if you think she's ugly, but I know that you know that as a woman, calling another woman ugly is like the go-to like hardcore woman insult. That's why Lav does it to people, to women especially.
I have fucking eyes. Of course, she's not fucking ugly.
None of this matters now. You can't. It doesn't really work this way now. But.
I said it before. What do you mean it doesn't matter now? I said it yesterday.
Okay.
I made it very clear on stream. I wasn't trying to say she's ugly.
Okay.
Ugly tattoos does not equal ugly person. They're not the same fucking thing.
Or looking unwashed, or comes from a dumpster, or
yes, and Ayla
if these Instagram pictures are real, the lip filter. Yeah. Okay. So you said that she looked unwashed because she was hot?
No, I said you can be unwashed and also hot.
Why does she look unwashed?
Because she looks like the same emo girls I used to hang around with when I was like.
Do emo girls not take showers?
As a teenager, a lot of them were depressed and they would not look after themselves. No, and they were disgusting and they smelled bad.
Okay.
A lot of the men were bad too.
Gotcha.
If anyone's been around musicians that just smoke really badly and they don't fucking brush their teeth and stuff and
Steven, can you confirm that I showered yesterday?
Yep.
There you go.
But okay. So it actually is just about how you look, I guess.
No, it's just the tattoos are fucking ugly.
Okay.
Okay, if I was to put those tattoos on a piece of paper and criticize it, that would be fine, right? But if it's on skin,
good thing they're on me and not you.
Yeah, obviously. But I don't know what that has to do with it.
And I can get them lasered off, but you, unfortunately, cannot get your raging personality removed.
All right, get it out. Let's go. Okay. Well, criticizing art is not the same as saying that someone's
Based Qorantos in Kick Chat. Thanks for the comment.
Good one, Jstlk.
What did he say?
That I'm getting pussy for this because I'm a big simp, like what Kelly thinks too. So that's good.
I didn't call you a simp. Are we accusing Kelly of saying all things she
literally
didn't
said that I'm
say?
defending her because she's here.
Yeah, because she's there. If she was a guy and it was a similar type of argument, I feel like you would defend them as well. That has nothing to do with being a woman or a simp. It's because she's in your near vicinity and you feel like she's your guest.
If I thought she was in the wrong, when I just tell her to leave? When I just say, like, don't come on stream today because Kelly's going to be dramatic? Or when I just ban you or tell you not to come or remove your perms? There's like a million ways that I could avoid having this conversation, right?
I'm surprised that I haven't been banned.
But there's a million ways I could have avoided this conversation, right?
Hi, Qorantos.
Okay, I don't know who kicked me out. All I just wanted to say is...
but beyond banning me, I don't know how. Who's doing that?
I'm probably forethought of someone. Anyways, I didn't say that. Please don't misquote me. I didn't say that. You know what I mean? I just said you're going to get rewarded for this later. I didn't insinuate. Maybe she would have bought you dinner. You know what I mean? Please don't do that.
Maybe you looked at her and you thought she was really young. You thought she was 9. And you thought that when I was going to get rewarded, it was going to be by Allah in heaven for like marrying a 9-year-old. Oh, that's my bad. Okay, my bad. Okay, gotcha.
Stop. If anybody's a between me and you, it's probably you in this situation.
Yeah,
Stop.
okay,
don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. You're like 40, she's 20. Okay, stop. But I'm enjoying this. Kelly, don't let little Steve gaslight you, okay? You're doing good. Jstlk, good job instigating.
So loud for someone who has done nothing in the last hour.
Oh shit.
He fought your entire battle for you.
No, I didn't. She did her whole early argument. That's what I took notes on.
I said whole battle. I'm not taking into context like the 10 minutes of Spurg that happened.
It wasn't 10 minutes. It was a good like 30-minute conversation. I wrote down all the notes, all the little strategies.
Absolutely nothing of
We
interest
have to
there.
do something about the UK tap water. It is infecting their brain. It is giving them parasites. It is giving them
that's all she's been
schizophrenia.
saying for the last hour.
Yeah, because now I'm fucking memeing because you're
You
being
could
a
have
dumb.
someone actually good at insults feeding you them in this time, so that you come out with something more imaginative, and yet you just give me this. At least, like,
Well,
I
listen,
love
you guys do this.
insults,
I'll go brush my
especially
teeth.
if they're
I'll go my
imaginative.
teeth
It's
back.
great, but these are mid.
Anything else?
Did someone serve at me at Qorantos?
Hope I'm not.
Why? Why are they f***ing with Qorantos? Unmute him. Someone unmute him.
Is he actually trying to say something? Also, I saw that you joined the Kick or Keep Discord. Are you going to be our next Kick or
Anna,
Keep?
lean forward and take your mouse and right-click Qorantos. And then
Just
go
to
down
I
to
didn't
server
hear.
mute and unserver mute him.
Who are you talking to?
There you go.
Did you
Oh
also
my
kick me
God.
out?
Wait, did I?
Bro, listen, the side character that keeps muting me, listen, munch on my ball sack. And forethought is probably you know what I mean? But I'm just here enjoying the show. I'm not even saying much. Jay
I
Stiller,
gotta go back
congratulations.
to work.
You did a great
Oh,
job. That's all I wanted to say. I'm a big fan of what you cooked up here. You know what I mean? It takes talent.
Who?
And you took
Thank
zero
you.
of the blame
Thank
too.
you.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
impressive.
said worse things than I ever said.
Said all of the bad
Got
things.
zero of the blame.
No blame. Yeah.
Fucking
You're a smart
figures.
guy. You're a smart guy. You know what I mean? You know how to play the game.
We'll see everyone later. Bye-bye.
No, but Kelly, this no bunny on snow bunny demon violence is unacceptable. You know what I mean? You guys gotta stick together. I'm serious. This
I
is
don't
like
know. I would not go that far. I am not sticking together with anybody.
She's
are you
allergic.
saying that because-
She's allergic to being nice to women. Don't. It's not her fault. Don't
Stop making this a fucking women thing. I hate more men than I do women.
that's f***ed up. So you're like the girl that just likes to be around the boys. You know what I mean? Because
Or maybe I
having
just
friends
hate
that are girls
most
is up.
people.
Guys, I'm not like
Could be
other
a
girls. I'm not
sexist
like
thing.
other girls. I'm not like other girls. I'm Kelly Jean.
Explain
I'm
where I've
not
said
like
anything
other
that
girls.
Explain where I've said anything where that makes sense.
Go, just rewatch the pod. Rewatch
That's
the
not
pod.
an answer. Give me an example. Or shut up.
Shut up. I'm like
There
I'm
we
Kelly
go.
Jean.
No example, no actual anything.
Because you won't
Just a
engage
bunch
with
of hot air.
anything. You won't
The
engage with
engagement
anything.
is me asking you to give me an example of where I've said a pick me thing, like you just suggested. but you
Where
couldn't
did he
give me
find
one.
this one? What dumpster did he pick this one out of?
What does that have to do with the pick me like behavior you were just doing a second ago? That is not the same. You were suggesting I'm trying to like appeal to other
She
people.
can't keep
here.
getting away with it.
No, you just don't make any sense. That's why when I asked you for an example, you couldn't give one. I am disliked by more people.
I can
than
see
you.
why. I can see why. Good for
Genius.
them.
That's
Good for
the
them.
opposite of being a pick me, you stupid cunt. If I was being a pick me, how would that make sense?
You're a pick me. You're just not a good one because your raging personality shines through your pick me-ness.
So if
They're
my
not
motivation
mutually
was
exclusive.
pick-
They're not mutually exclusive.
So people used to say this about Erudite, that she's a pick me, and I don't believe it when they say it about her.
What does
either,
it? What does
okay?
she have to do with
But
it?
in my
Queen of deflection. Queen of deflection. Please keep
because
moving
we
the
use it
goalposts,
as
please.
an insult
Please.
without putting any meaning behind it. You can't give me an actual example where it makes sense, therefore it's meaningless. Just in the same way they used to do it about Erudite. It's a bunch of nonsense. I don't appeal to most people, not just on stream, but just in general. I'm not an appealing person. I don't try to be. All right? So saying I'm a
Pick me behavior
doesn't
was
make sense.
laughing along with the prostitute jokes. That's pick me behavior.
So laughing with Jstlk makes me a pick me.
Is that what I fucking Kelly Jean? Is that what I just said?
They spent hours, okay, disagreeing with me. You find 2 seconds of me laughing at Jstlk's joke. and that proves that I'm a pick-me. How about the fucking many people that came on stream and said that I'm a dumb bitch, and that
They
I
were
am
right.
wrong? Okay, but that's the opposite of what a pick-me would do.
No,
is
it's
engage
not.
with people like
no,
that.
it's not. You.
What do you
You
mean?
see everything so one-dimensionally. Not everything is so black and white. Not everything has to be mutually exclusive.
Explain how I am having black and white thinking.
I gave you an example and then you pivoted.
No, I'm asking you for an example now. I'm not pivoting by asking you for an example.
If I give you an example, you're just gonna keep moving the goalposts. What is the point?
You keep saying the same, like, catchphrases.
Because you keep
without
doing the same
implying meaning
thing.
to it. No, I ask you for an example. I'm like, okay, where have I had black and white thinking? And then you don't give an example. You get flustered, and then you can't answer.
Are we good? Hello? Okay. Wait, what happened?
I asked for an example of black and white thinking.
Did you mute him?
One.
No, I unmuted him.
Oh.
Probably forethought.
Oh.
Although
Okay.
if it was forethought, I feel like I would.
I'ma just say, NPC side characters do not need to have perms of that degree. That's all I'ma say.
Who has Wait,
Forethought.
who's NP? Oh, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
forethought.
forethought.
Forethought. You do need to chill. Okay, you need to chill. Forethought. Careful.
Holy shit, you need to put a leash on your fucking
Steven.
dog.
We
You know
don't.
what I mean?
Stop,
God
chill.
damn.
Steven.
What?
I said that she was being a pick-me when she was agreeing with Jstlk and like calling me a prostitute, and then she's like, she just keeps moving the goalposts.
Okay,
and she won't
wait.
engage
Okay.
with anything.
Well, obviously, hold on. You guys are
agreed.
not
that
agreeing
I laughed
on.
with logistical. Okay, I did join in at that point.
Okay.
That's 100%.
You guys are not-
true. I don't.
you're not gonna
disagree with
agree.
me.
Okay.
I don't agree. That makes me a pick me.
Okay. Good job, both of you. You guys. Okay. Good content today, guys.
Wait, you're gonna end it?
I want to get on other stuff. I got like political shit I need to do. I've already been here for 3.5 hours. I haven't done anything. We're still on pop culture.
Okay, but like
My
at
YouTube
least
channel is
bare
dying.
minimum-
August has no content. Okay.
Yes.
No, clearly August has content when
You
it's stealing
think
kicker
that
keep the
political
piece of
stuff
fucking
is better
shit.
than this?
Yeah, you can deal with him. By the way, I don't want to speak about it on stream, but that shit's pissing me off. Anyways. I
Oh,
wanna
did
get
he
into
eat
that.
your kicker keep?
Yes,
bot?
he did. Like, listen, fucking hell, like the guy has a million fucking videos he could make of you. You know what I mean?
Oh, it only took
Let the
51
guy-
minutes. If he links back to your channel, isn't this
Only
good for
took
you?
1/3 of the show. That's pretty much.
You should be
you know,
linking back to your channel, and then boom, there you go.
linking back. No, there's a fucking 10-second graphic of my channel in the nastiest way possible, and then I get like the first two links. Nobody reads the description, by the way. You know this. So, and anyways, listen. When we are doing the show, whatever, it's like you get exclusive YouTube. It's all yours. But now it's like, oh, he only took 1 hour. We're moving the goalposts. Is that what we're doing?
I don't even remember 100% that's what we said, but we might have.
Yes, we did. Stop. We did. I'm not making this up. There's no reason for me to make this up. So it's fucking annoying. Honestly, it's
moving
like
the
that's a
goalposts
violation.
One more time.
Well, listen. Stop, Kelly.
myself
All
to death
I'm
with the
gonna say is
goalposts.
this. All I'm gonna say is this. You saying that a blind man took the fucking tattoo, whatever, to her, and like, that's just fuck.
It was
just
a
fucked up.
toddler on acid, to be specific.
Toddler and acid is even crazier. You know what I mean? So you can't, like, when she gives you the smoke, you can't say, you guys are taking me out of context. No, you gotta stand on business. You gotta say, yeah, bitch.
It was an
That's what I did.
insult. I wanted to clarify that my earlier comments were not meant to imply she was a whore. And then when I apologized for that, that somehow made things worse. So I guess.
Okay,
I
so
take that
she's
back.
not a whore, but
No.
what is she then? Because
It's so interesting how we can see her rewrite the narrative in real time. Like,
no,
it's
because
like I said, the Men in Black come
Also,
and
let's see, but
shoot her with
I
the
can't believe you're
memory
not subscribed
zapper
to
every
this.
10 minutes, and she just like rewrites things in her brain. Like,
wanna
that's the
point
only
out-
explanation. Or like, there's just
At
something
the
like
start-
wrong with you.
Jesus Christ. I want to say,
I mean,
I
Kelly,
pointed out
defend
at the
yourself.
start that we couldn't find any other examples of me
We should
apparently
just
having
end
an
it. It's just
issue
gonna
with other
loop.
women in the community like this. So I would think if it was that prevalent, people
Wasn't
could
there that
give at
girl
least
that
one
really
other
liked
example.
XQC that she had an issue with?
I never had an issue with her other than I called her a dumb bitch because she was being a dumb bitch.
Okay.
No,
By the way,
she's a dumb bitch.
Lil Steve, do you
I
think
also said
that
I had no
Kelly is
issue with
like?
saying that. That
No,
is
no,
not similar.
Okay,
Merc
no.
never complained to me that I called her a dumb bitch. She just insulted me back because that's f***ing normal.
Okay,
I never
true,
had an
W.
issue.
Lil Steve, do you think that Kelly is, because you made a lot of comments in your back and forth with her, pretty much insinuating that she is one of those type of women or people, I should say, that likes to shit on people but hide it behind jokes.
Now.
And like you said, a pick me. That's
Not
crazy.
to your face.
Yeah, I have never been called a pick me before now.
Wait, listen,
to come
listen,
in.
you stand by that comment.
Jesus.
You stand by that comment.
Anyway,
You still believe
comment?
that she's a pick me? Do you believe that Kelly Jean is a pick me?
No, I don't think there's a lot of evidence of that, but sometimes she does dumb shit. I think right now Kelly is caught in a classic DDS trap, double down syndrome, where you say something dumb and now you spend way more time than you should trying to justify it, even though she probably knows it was dumb.
That's because you character assassinated me, mate. You called me abusive.
Your
called
character
me a pick-me.
suiciding.
True.
Who asked? You. Jesus. But yeah, obviously if you say a bunch of this stuff about my character, then I'm going to feel the need to defend it, because these retards are going to like parrot it, right?
Hold on, I'm sorry, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. I have to point this out when it happens, okay? Because I think it's good for people to see this when it happens in their own lives, because it's way more damaging in like relationships. I don't know if Kelly does in relationships, but like you keep doing this thing where you are giving time traveler justifications, okay? All the things that you said about me, I don't know if I'd said anything about you until this conversation right now today. So don't use what I just said now for justifications for everything on Jessica streams and the other day. That's yeah, I don't know if you're doing that intentionally, but the time traveler justifications are showing that you're lying on like 12 different levels. Why did you just say that like
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, it sounded like you were trying to say
you just called me a liar.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
it's because
I've been called abusive and a liar and a pick me. Like
Kelly, let him finish his sentence. Let's Steve, go ahead. Finish your point.
No, Kelly knows I'm right. That's why she kept rambling and cutting me off.
No, I
People
don't know
keep saying all these.
No, she
people
wants
keep
you to
saying all
finish.
these
Don't do that.
horrible
Don't do
things
that.
about
Make
me.
your point,
It
man.
can't be
Come on.
anything that I'm doing. It has to be they're wrong. I can't be doing anything
Why is Kelly
wrong.
still talking? Yo, Kelly, relax. Stop.
That
Let's
was
finish
me
your
mocking
point.
her.
Okay.
How does it
Oh,
feel
my
like
bad.
hanging out
my
with
bad.
someone who was in nappies when you were an adult?
Oh,
What?
Let's go, Jeffrey,
What?
Stephen Panetta. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, let's
What'd
Steve. Go
she
ahead
say?
and finish your point. She said, "Liz, Steve, make your point." AKA, that's
I was not using anything that was said in this conversation retroactively for Logistical Stream, and I'm not too sure how you got there.
Okay.
No, but like, why? You just called me a liar. Now you're just like, okay.
Well, I'm scared now. I don't know if you're going to try to show up at my house and then barge in and then recount the story later or Twitter in a different way and make me at fault for it. So I'm kind of
Oh shit!
a little bit worried about fighting now. Maybe we should just like call the conversation here, you know?
Yo,
So
Kelly,
now,
what were you?
what you're doing, again, is a lot worse than anything I said.
You just called me a pedophile. What?
Wait, what?
I'm 21. How is he a pedophile?
Or didn't you just imply that I like am f***ing children? That I'm an adult when she was in nappies?
The point is she's immature, not that you're a pedophile. How the f*** did you get there?
So then why does it matter if, like, whether or not we're sleeping together if he's, if I'm not a child?
I didn't make a comment on
You already got her
together.
playing defense for
I
your relationship,
said-
Lil Steve. Come on.
I said, how is it hanging out with someone who was in nappies when you were an adult? I didn't say anything about f***ing. So
When
you
you were-
just made, again, a statement I never fucking said, and then decided to go more unhinged on me.
What would the difference be?
Kelly Jean, when she
wait.
makes an implication
Okay.
and someone picks up on it.
Yes, implications can be wrong. You can get a wrong implication from something.
You're
If you
so
read-
dumb.
If you read into something, you can be wrong if you don't ask for clarification.
Absolutely true.
Okay.
Or do you
True,
think
yes.
the
I'm going back to
implications
emails and
are
messages,
always
good luck, guys.
correct?
Lil Steve, don't run away from this.
I'm not running from anything. People are screaming at each other and everything.
No, don't scream.
Implies-
Kelly.
A lot of
We
different
understand.
things can be implied from one thing. Like implications,
Yes.
as in that equaling something, it's not the same.
Let's have their side also like defend themselves. You know what I mean? Because you got them on the ropes right now. You know what I mean? But Muhammad Ali over here, aka Destiny, please defend
I
your
would
woman.
like
What am I
to
even
know how-
responding to right now?
You said that something I was saying in the context of this conversation was being used retroactively for the stream yesterday with Logistical. And I don't understand how or what.
Well, we're way past that part of the conversation. It sounded like you were saying
'cause
the
you
only reason I
randomly
said
insulted me
I
instead.
didn't run away and insult you. You decided to levy 4 or 5 other things at the end of that claim instead of letting me address it.
Address it. Go ahead.
I don't remember what was specifically said earlier. It sounded like what she said earlier was the reason why I acted this way or did these things because of all the things that you said about my character. But the things that you're being criticized for, a lot of it were things that were being said yesterday. So I don't know how me saying anything today is making you do things yesterday. That was the time traveler call.
No, I'm not saying that making me do anything yesterday. I'm saying that if you're going to criticize my character now, obviously I'm going to defend myself right now.
Oh, well then
That's
okay,
how I took
that's
it, by
fine.
the way.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not-
Then maybe I
I'm not-
misunderstood. Okay, then maybe I
Do you have
misunderstood. There.
comprehension issues?
Insulted.
Because it seems like people say things to you and you manage to like
I didn't do anything
misconstrue
wrong
it in
there.
your mind. So I'm asking like, do you?
Can you just put a leash on her for fuck's sake?
Ooh.
Holy shit.
BDSM? Okay, wait. Listen. I think this could all be solved by both of you, or at least, both of you
I tried to
kind
take
of
the
understanding.
mature
Okay,
way
maybe
out.
I fucked up. Maybe
There
like
was
yeah.
nothing mature.
Do you want me to read it? Do you want me to fucking read it verbatim, Miss Kelly
Okay,
Jean?
bring the temperature down.
Sorry.
Read literally.
Oh shit! Immediately, sorry. Listen, that's red pill as fuck. Let's
Shut the
keep
fuck up. No, it's because we're
Good
literally
job.
sitting right
Keep
next to
her
each other,
alive.
so if we're screaming at each other, it's a lot for me to listen to, okay?
Okay, double autism activated.
I just
but,
want
like,
to point
come on.
out, I've never made any these types of things against any of you people. I've never said any of you are liars. I've never
Kelly,
said
apologize.
any of you are abusive. I've
Just
never made any
sorry.
of these type of fucking really more
Kelly, say sorry.
extreme statements, and I haven't done that. I just
So you
been
don't want to
dealing with the
apologize
things
for
that I
being
said
rude to
for-
her randomly? You don't want to apologize for being rude to her randomly?
I mean, I did apologize for some of it, and then I got made fun of.
By who?
Destiny made fun of me.
Now fuck that. It's between you and her. Who cares about him making fun of you? Like, you're taking it out on her now. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So
She's
if you
insulted me so much since. What would
Yeah,
the
but
point be?
it's because she was cooked. You know what I mean? It's like if you punch somebody and they retaliate, you can't feel bad because they retaliated. You know what I mean? You gotta take the ass whooping and be like, you know what? Now we're even. So would you
She
both
called
acknowledge
me
that you're even?
wrong first. She said I'm really wrong, and then she called me insecure.
Are you that
Of
insecure
course-
about your own intelligence that someone can't call you wrong, someone can't question someone that's the root of the
woman, talk
issue
about
then, right?
intelligence, bro.
Like
What the fuck?
that's the root of the issue. Like you yourself think you're retarded.
This
get
girl
into it.
is not gonna last long. Jesus
okay.
Christ.
So you get so offended.
Wait, why are you
at
saying
someone
that, Kelly?
calling
See,
you
why are you
wrong.
saying that, Kelly? It's like
because
you're the
I've been
gatekeeper
around
of pussy
for
for
like
Steve
7
over here.
years, and I just know.
Okay. You acknowledge that you fucked up. You apologize. She accepted your apology. Okay, so
Did
Miss.
she? Very
her
sure
name's
she
Anna,
just
right?
randomly insulted me.
I hope I'm getting this right. Anna acknowledges that maybe she went too hard
Anna.
on you, and she also feels bad, right? So both of you kind of apologize to each other. You can
she
move on,
doesn't
right?
feel bad, and it would be disingenuous for any of us to imply we
Destiny,
feel
look,
bad.
open what I just sent. That was what she says was being super passive aggressive and justified everything.
Stop doing emails,
I
boy.
can guarantee
Open the
that
link.
that's not all of what you sent. Like,
But
you
literally-
sent
Okay,
Okay,
positive
also, hold on.
messages.
I don't want to perpetuate this, okay, a ton, okay? But also, this is super passive aggressive.
It is.
Thank
It-
you.
I hope she addressed her
It is.
internalized hatred for herself. That's obviously that's passive
the belt,
aggressive,
Well,
right?
Steve,
yeah,
get the
I never
belt.
said that it wasn't.
Then why did you send it to him?
Because that you literally started calling me like a whore and stuff after that.
No, I'm saying, why did you just send it now, you genius?
I can't. This feels like elder abuse. I can't engage in it.
Again, I'm younger than Destiny. You stupid idiot.
Well, she's not abusing me, damn.
No, I would never.
One of you needs to take the high road.
But
You know what I
she's
mean?
calling me an elder.
You gotta pick. Kelly, as the elder, take the high road. She's just a child in your eyes, I think. So just,
do I
just
have
I
to
grew
take
up
the
in
high
a
road
dumpster,
all the
Kelly.
time?
Kelly, I grew up hopping from dumpster to dumpster in the streets of Miami. You have to be the bigger person here. I don't know anything. All I know how to do is juggle and provide other unknown
What's juggle?
services. I don't know.
Where's the
You
off
ask her.
switch?
what did you say? All she knows how to do is juggle, Kelly. Did you actually say that?
And provide
No, I
other
didn't
kinds of
say
services that.
that.
she didn't want to specify.
I just said juggling.
Wait, oh my god. Oh my god. Speaking about juggling, we got Mr. I juggle Destiny's balls day and night forethought. Let me just mute myself.
That's gonna get annoying. So
Brilliant.
Look at that.
Stop.
Steven.
Q, maybe before that, you gotta stop. You're going, listen, I love you and I appreciate you as a mod, okay? But you're going unhinged, okay? The DGG bans, the Discord mutes, just rein it in a little bit, okay? We can't lose you, okay?
Okay.
I've only got one
The
RTBA.
wife's
I don't need another
boyfriend
one,
beat you
okay?
too much today. Are you trying
Okay,
to reclaim
stop,
some power
go.
in your life? Okay, sorry. My bad. Go ahead, forethought.
Steve,
Sir.
you saw my request that you not ban Kelly Jean, correct?
Why would I ban Kelly Jean?
Please, just play along with it for a second.
Okay,
God
I'm not
damn
banning. Yeah.
No. Well, Listen, Kelly, I believe yesterday I made an offer to do a contest of intellect with you. Do you still accept that?
Do you really want to do a bunch of quizzes about rheumatology?
Yes, I do.
It's gonna be so boring, but sure.
So here's the
Can
idea.
you ask her about ADHD while you're
Let
at
him go.
it
He
too?
knows content. Please stop, Kelly. Let him finish.
So here's the idea. You pick a subject, I pick a subject, and then a third moderator picks another subject, ideally hosted by Stephen Bonnell himself. And of course, a best of 3. And whoever loses deletes their account, deletes their online profile, and leaves DGG forever.
No,
Why
that's
the
not.
fuck
We're not.
would I
No one
agree
is.
to
That's
that?
a unhinged.
He thinks we're in an anime, bro. What the fuck is
Come
that?
on, man.
DDG
Come on. So you just want to do a quiz? You just want to do... I'll do the quiz, but I mean, what's the stakes?
I mean, you could always come up with stakes that are a bit less extreme.
Less extreme? Banning your DGG account is extreme?
Well, permanently.
Okay, well, we'll just do some quizzes. Okay.
Oh, I don't know why you wanted to in the first place, but sure, I like quizzes, I guess.
All right.
Wait, Kelly, you're entertaining
We'll figure it out
quizzes? Like, you guys want to open a Quizlet right now and do that shit?
He thinks I'm a moron who doesn't know
Holy shit,
anything,
this guy
so-
came in and he was like, guys, I propose a challenge. I would like to do quizzes about the anatomy of a woman, and the loser has to delete their account. What that is the most nerd shit I've ever witnessed in my fucking life. Oh my god, bro. First of all, I'm surprised each and every single day I hear his voice, like, he's black. I think he's black and he sounds like this. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be Bruce, drop him off for a second, because holy fucking shit. Oh my
Nah,
god.
I kind of like quizzes.
Holy shit,
I'm
we're talking about autism and being challenged. Holy shit, that guy's challenger and being challenged. Holy fucking shit, God bless.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
but I
guys
will be
have.
fucking
I'm giving
moment.
you 5 minutes, and then I'm kicking all of you out, and I'm going back to my stream content. You got 5 minutes to finish
No,
whatever the fuck shit you want.
I was enjoying listening to this for like 10 minutes before I joined. You guys were doing great. But
Okay.
listening, you did go crazy on Kelly, just a little bit.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
listened to her try to like gaslight this
Everything-
21-year-old chick for like an hour. It was insane.
What did I
Okay.
say to you? What did I say to you
Nothing.
that made like that response to be okay?
What?
Like I didn't say anything about you or to you to make you go that unhinged.
Wait, to go what unhinged about what?
Saying I'm gonna turn up at your place and you're obviously invoking like really bad.
Because it
shit
sounded
for
like
me.
you called me a pedophile. Why
Maybe
you hang
you
out with some?
should've
What's it like for you to
clarified
hang
that
out with someone?
before.
What? No, what? I'm not gonna. No, what? You said what is it like to hang out with somebody who was in nappies when you were an adult? What the fuck? It sounds like you called me a
true.
pedophile. That's great.
That
And what
doesn't
I
make you a pedo.
maybe it's true that I'm. Okay, true. The plausible deniability is strong with this one. Very,
No, because she's-
very strong
Implication,
plausible
Kelly,
deniability.
implication.
Very strong implication of the plausible deniability for someone who's supposedly plagued by
Impossible unless
autism.
you-
Insane how you're able to
No,
navigate
because
those
it's
things.
like impossible by physics unless you go back in time to like know her when she's 3. Like obviously
But you're
she's
trying
an
to
adult
claim that he
now.
likes the younger types, you know? Like, come on.
It was making fun of her being immature. Jesus Christ. The fact that everyone else goes to pedos or goes to whore. Like, I guess
come on.
there's something wrong with me, I guess, that I don't immediately go to these fucking things.
This is like a failed episode of Suits, you know what I mean? The one that
guess
just didn't make it into any
it's
of the
not,
seasons.
like, fucking
You guys' debate
sex
logic the
addled
fuck out of
brain.
this. You know what you were trying to say. It was funny. I agreed with it. This Jeffrey guy over here, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I was making fun of her for being annoying and immature. Not for him being a pedo, for fuck's sake.
You know what?
Yo, Destiny, I got some DMs.
Channel.
Destiny, I got some DMs. Apparently, you've come to the conclusion that Kelly Jean's a horrible person, and you finally accepted it.
I didn't say Kelly Jean was a horrible person. I just said that she
You
conducted
kind of
this
did.
last conversation in a really abusive manner. She might be different.
That's not what you've been saying to me in private, so that's crazy that you're now in
Shut
public.
up. Why do you guys keep implying that I'm saying shit in private that I don't say? Here's what I say about Kelly Jean in private. If I say anything, this is probably what I say. Sometimes she can be really autistic, but she's been in the community for like 12 or 13 years. I don't think she'd ever back somebody or do anything fucking weird like that. This is basically what I yeah, I don't know. But that's what I say to literally everybody, okay? I say this about everybody, to everybody. I've said it all publicly about Kelly Jean. That's it.
Okay, so Abba just leaked the pillow talking in the DMs. I'll take his word for it because he has nothing to gain from saying this.
No,
it's kinda crazy.
I just personally really dislike Kelly Jean, so I was just happy to see that.
Why? Like, when have we ever really had
Because
what's
you're
the Kelly Jean
incredibly
stream? Okay.
dislikable. But that's all. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, you used to be very polite and nice to me, and now you don't like me because
I'm very
nobody else
polite,
does.
and
You
I'm very
just
polite.
follow. You're just a sheep, Abba. You just follow what everyone
No.
else does.
I'm very polite. I'll politely tell you that you're really dislikable. That's
We had a whole conversation about D&D, and it was like, I don't know, but we just
Yo, you took
pretend
one
that didn't
conversation
happen.
as
I
him
don't know.
liking you. Stop being parasocial, Kelly.
No,
Please.
I never said that means he likes me. I'm saying that the fact that he dislikes me when he doesn't know me, he's never met me, and is just going with like the common opinion. As soon as the wave turned and people started disliking me after the lab stuff, then that's just what Abba does. He just goes with what everyone else thinks. Which is fine.
Alba has nothing to say
but
about this because you're beneath
at
him, by the way.
least
That's why he's
have
staying
your
silent.
own like fucking opinions. I don't know. Whatever.
whatever cope you have to tell yourself for why you're so dislikable.
Yeah, it's not cope, Abba. All right, I'm saying like your opinions are just like milk toast and follow everyone else's. You don't really have a reason.
Oh,
I have no problem with you saying that. I still really dislike you.
they
You
call
can
him
cope
the
however you want.
lukewarm pill. Oh my god.
So go on, like, give an example of why I'm dislikable and why it's like so problematic to you.
Because
like, I
every
haven't even
time,
been around.
okay, just shut up so I can tell you. So whenever there's arguments happening, you always have to bring the most brain dead arguments against everybody else. It just derails the conversation, and then we have to autistically focus on your stupid fucking examples for half the 30 minutes. And before you say, "Oh, what are you talking about?" I remember we had a conversation about trans women in prisons, and you had to be a retard in that conversation. And I mean, people go look up the clips. Like, you just do it very often. You're very dislikable. Absolutely. That doesn't mean that you're a horrible person in person. I don't know. But I know on stream you're insufferable, and I think that's why the majority of the community hates you, is when you join the stream, you just make it infinitely worse. You're like Lav 2.0, but you know, you just don't have like the same mental problems.
And yet you
Your
said
abuse
very
is
different
sick,
things
Kelly
after
Jean.
the last lab issue,
Your
right?
abuse is
Like
sick.
you've said positive things, and I have one like. It
Okay,
wasn't even on, that wasn't even on stream, Abba. The
all
fucking,
right.
like,
Steven, you got
the
20
trans
seconds.
medical stuff going on. It's just like
all right. So this is
it's
all
like,
I'll say.
fine. I can
listen,
accept
hold
that
on.
you found me annoying in one
You got 10
conversation.
seconds,
I'm
Alba.
gonna
Come on,
leave.
say
I'm
quick.
gonna leave. I'm gonna leave in 30
But is
seconds.
that it?
Hold on. I'm gonna leave in 30 seconds. I'll just say this. I've told you how I feel. Rather than taking it in and even pondering on the potential that any of this is true, you immediately became defensive and you became this loser who had to come up with some stupid conspiracy as to
Yeah,
why I
because
hate
you gave something from like a year ago. You hate me based
If
on
you
an
don't take
argument
feedback,
about
you don't have to take it.
trans
Fine.
medicine.
Okay,
Like, that's
if you don't take
weird.
feedback, that's fine. I just said what I had to say. You
No,
have
you're saying that you hate me. That's a really extreme feeling based on like an offline conversation about trans medicine.
He just left the call like that, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that's
Alba just exited the call.
It's just
He couldn't
weird.
handle.
Whatever.
This is debate pervertry.
No, it's just farming. Because anyone that comes in here when Kelly's getting dunked on by Destiny because this girl couldn't manage it on her own, then everyone else joins in to just join in and like take the wave, get all the positive, avoid the negative, make shitty comments in YouTube chat because they're not really capable of doing anything
Kelly,
else
have
or
you ever
formulating
considered
their own
that your
argument.
abuse is sick?
Yeah, you also are just reading shit from the chat. You don't have any type of opinion of your own. Like, you are incapable of formulating your own argument. I would like to see you take on, like,
You
either-
did.
anybody.
You did. We talked one-on-one
You
for like
just
30 minutes.
resorted to insults and then got flustered a bunch of times when I tried to actually ask you something.
To be
You
fair,
couldn't
Kelly,
respond on multiple
Kelly,
occasions.
To be fair, Kelly, you've made several comments about several women, even men, even my ex, that you've made horrible comments about people, and when confronted about it, you would
Your
do the
ex
same.
isn't a woman,
tactic.
Xena.
Stop! You would do the same tactic where you literally go, "Oh no, you misunderstood what I said. Maybe you just can't comprehend what I was saying, but that's not what I was saying." You've
It's
done
the
that multiple
menopause
times. You
hormone.
called
She
my
can't
ex-
help
No, you
it.
called my ex a sex pest, and for months
Okay,
you said
sexism again. That's cool when
yes,
it comes
you
from
do it
her, I
to
guess.
every woman, and then when you're confronted about it, you literally pull a tactic where you say it's either a joke because, oh, you're a woman, it can't be sexist. Sexism can happen from any gender. You can have internal misogyny.
I never said the internal misogyny wasn't a thing, Xena, but you proving
but
that
you
I in
literally
fact
will
say
derail
insults to Darius as
tactic where
well
you
just
say all
proves
the
that I do
insults
insult
and
men as
insults.
well. I don't know.
Yes,
Otherwise,
you
what the
insult
point of the
everybody,
ramble
but-
was?
Okay, see, here you go, misunderstanding what's being said. You will make comments about people, whether male or female, and then when confronted about it, Kelly, you will turn around and say that we didn't understand the comment or it
No,
was a
it's
joke.
because people accuse me of saying things I never fucking said. Like I never
Oh,
called Darius a
no,
rapist, you
no,
retard.
And then there you go.
Fucking
And then you,
hell.
mind you, I like you. I have no issues with you, but I'm gonna keep it real. You do this all the time, Kelly.
If anyone else had to deal with the amount of times that I get accused of saying things that I never fucking said.
But wait. You call me a retard because I'm in a disagreement with you. That's literally your insult.
Yes, it's an insult.
Based off not agreeing with you. Had I come in here and
because you accuse, like, you're going down the same line of thinking where you accuse me of saying things I never said. It was Destiny that was making fun of me in the Darius thing by responding to somebody else about sex pests. I never fucking said the word rapist, okay?
I didn't say you said rapist. I said sex pest.
No, I know what example you're talking about. No, but I was accused of saying rapist. That's why Darius lost his fucking mind over something I never said.
Okay, well,
it was something Destiny wound me up about.
He personally told me was that you called him sex pest. So I don't know anything about rapist.
Well, if he said that, that's fine. But in conversation with me and Darius, that's not what happened.
Or if what's being said isn't verbatim what you said, that's the argument because it's not verbatim. Oh no, pull up the logs. I said this.
Yeah, it's almost like nobody likes being accused of shit they never said. It's really easy to just accuse me of the things I actually said. Why doesn't anyone fucking do that?
But you did imply this girl was a prostitute. Come on, Kelly.
You did.
You did. You implied.
But I joined in.
You agreed. But you agreed.
It wasn't the part of the conversation we were talking about.
Kelly, you literally had a backhanded comment where the fuck you agreed. You literally had a backhanded comment where the fuck you agreed because it's a cute young bitch on there. Like, are you hitting the wall? Is that what it is?
Does anyone else want to join in the wave and be sexist to me? Anyone else?
Because now you're pissing me off.
Anyone else want to try and get their stocks up because they're that desperate because they have no fucking personality and cannot actually take me on properly?
You have no personality. That's why you had to attack a girl that Destiny
It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if I wasn't here.
Like Supreme. Yeah, cool. Bye.
Okay, it's kind of crazy.
I just want to point out every single person that's come on has said worse things to me today than I've said about anyone else earlier yesterday.
I'll say fucked up shit, but at least I'm gonna admit what the fuck I say. We're not even admitting it. You're sitting here justifying everything you do as out of context and you misunderstood this instead of just being like, yeah, I said some fucked up shit and what? At least be about what the fuck you said. If you called the bitch a hoe, then say you called her a hoe and say check me, and then leave it at that.
I didn't even call her a hoe. I responded to somebody else saying
you implied she was a fucking prostitute and that she was from the dumpsters, bro. Yes, the fuck you did. Yes, the fuck
you literally said that I provide services from him and that I'm from the streets of Miami. Like,
yeah.
And the girls not even comments are not the same as the fucking last.
Oh my god! What's this?
Here she goes again. It's not the same.
Bro, what is the WWE?
Wait, the argument
now 5 hours fucking before is not the same as what I said 5 hours later when people have been winding up and gisticle me. Joke, and I joined in.
That you
when people spend 5 hours winding me up over something, then I join in. People
are you spineless then? Are you spineless?
The argument that she presented
spineless
because she didn't verbatim say.
Don't you think like Kelly's being dogpiled right now?
Obviously, but nobody gives a shit when it's me. They actually just go harder. Like the shit that Destiny said was out of line. Obviously,
how was it out of line?
He was a pedophile. He thinks I said he was a pedophile, but I didn't.
That's what everybody took it as. That's what everybody took it as.
Literally the
it was great. If that's what you meant, it was funny. Please, just stick to that. It was actually good. You know what I mean? That's what I took it as. You know what I mean? And I agree. But like, okay, wait, hold on. You said that he found her in like some garbage can.
It doesn't make sense that you would be a pedophile because she's not 3 years old now.
Okay, but you kind of insinuated or implied that he has this attraction towards the young woman.
No, I didn't
you know
even
what I mean?
say that. I said, how does it feel like hanging out with someone?
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. This nigga ain't never touched a woman that's 30.
Nappies when you were an adult, and that is true.
Okay.
And that was to make a joke at how annoying and immature she was being. Like, it has nothing to do with pedophilia.
That people are gonna understand that.
Zeta, why do you have a problem with Kelly? I'm confused. Like, why are you going at Kelly?
I just can't believe that people don't think I'm autistic when I'm not understanding the hidden meanings.
You're not autistic. Stop doing that shit. None of you's autistic.
No, how the fuck did I not notice the pedophile? Do you think I would willingly call Destiny a pedophile if I had the option?
No, but you know what you're doing.
Say in response.
But you know what you're doing, Kelly.
Yes,
you make
it would be funny.
Comments. No. You know what
You
you're
give
doing because
yourself
you make
enough
you're
plausible
exactly the comments
deniability
that
to
you
be
know
like,
people
oh,
are
One at a
gonna
time,
take.
please. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Thank you.
She makes these comments that she knows people are going to take a certain way just so that there becomes an argument like this so she can derail it to be like, oh,
I did not think you would think I was saying he was a pedophile. That's literally not true.
You know people are going to take that as a pedophile comment. You know people are going to take it like that.
No, I don't know. That's the point.
Okay, it's a misunderstanding, Xena. Kelly, it's a misunderstanding. We could take it as a misunderstanding. We don't need to stick on this topic for too long, you know what I mean? And we don't need to assume what she thought, Xena, right?
Yeah,
maybe
these
you
are
think she would have
all
known.
fucking assumptions. Maybe people should fucking clarify with each other before
Yes.
assuming everything.
And maybe we should be careful about what we say also, maybe.
No, Kelly's the type of girl to be like, oh, Steven raped someone and then he drank a root beer, and then if you repeat it, you say, Steven raped someone and he drank a Sprite. And the thing that Kelly will focus on and be like, oh, I never said that he drank a Sprite. Why would you ever insinuate that I said something like that? I would never.
Are you a child in diapers right now? No. So how the fuck could he be a pedophile unless he's got a time machine? It doesn't make sense. He can't defy the laws of physics, so he's therefore not a pedophile.
Let's say that's true. Wait. Let's say that that's true. Then why would it matter how old I used to be in the past and how old she used to be in the past? What would even be the point of that comment?
Because it was a joke to make fun of her being...
Oh, it was a joke!
Okay, wait.
It was a joke!
Do not see her perspective.
Oh, it was a joke! I didn't think of the ultimate answer. It was a joke!
It could have been. It could have been.
Am I not? Okay, so is it not valid to make a joke about someone being immature in that way? Like, what do you mean? Are you trying to imply that that's not valid? Like, what? You're just...
You know
you're not
how
actually
people are
saying
taking
anything.
it, even while hearing it repeated back to you, how people are taking the comment, Kelly, you won't even say, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I could see that now. Okay, I take back my comment. Instead, you want to literally sit here and justify what you're saying.
Other people make assumptions or and I have taken back some things, by the way, but I'm not taking back the pedophile one because that one's wild. I'm sorry. There was nothing to suggest that I was saying he's a pedophile. He can't defy the laws of physics. That doesn't make fucking sense. She is an adult now. I'm saying it's clearly a joke about her being immature. If that, I'm
okay. Overall, no, Kelly. Overall, if we were trying to wrap this up, overall, do you think that you're more in the wrong than he is?
Sense. The whole one, I can understand how people got that impression.
Okay.
He can't be a pedophile because she's not literally a toddler.
Who cares about the pedophile comment? Why are we sticking on this? Let's don't even give a fuck if you call him a pedophile. You know what I mean? You'd probably agree with you.
I care at what he said afterwards.
Oh, Abba came back for you, Kelly.
Yo, Destiny, this is actually your fault. All of this is literally your fault.
Why?
It is your fault for keeping people in your orbit that slut shame your co-hosts or the people you bring on, and it's also your fault for keeping people in your orbit who decide to joke about you being a pedophile and make you look terrible online. Yeah, that's your fault.
Yeah,
this is all you're doing. You're enabling these mentally. You're enabling these mentally ill people. Nah. You're enabling these mentally
9,000 US models. Like, get the f out of here. God damn.
Come on in and like farm because you don't have any arguments of your
gymnastics
own.
on your step right now. Fucking hell, spare me, Abba.
You know, reason number 99.
Honestly, if you were any other chat, if you came in anonymous one day, I swear to God, you'd be seen as a tier 5 fucking schlepper, bro. Holy shit, we get it. Liz, Steve, it's your fault. Grow a spine. You're letting all these fucking imbeciles around. God damn.
Why do you let her disrespect you like that?
For himself. Goodness gracious, Lord have mercy. But
Listen, I'm just here along for the ride, okay?
How the fuck have I disrespected him more than he disrespected me?
It is. That's true.
He called me abusive and a liar.
You are.
And tried to say that I can't. No, I am not.
You are.
Where the fuck?
He didn't lie.
Is that true?
Well,
do you think that being
if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
I can't hear when you're both.
But like, do you think? I said, do you think being called a liar and abusive is worse than being accused of being a pedophile?
But I didn't say he was a pedophile, and I didn't mean to accuse him of it. Jesus fucking Christ! It doesn't even make sense.
Apologize. He wants an apology.
I don't want an apology. I don't care. I'm fine.
Come on. He doesn't want
I took back in a situation where it made sense, right? I said I didn't mean to imply she was a whore, and that's actually my bad. The way that I phrased it, yeah, that's my bad. And then I got called stupid for apologizing for that. So I can't win either way. Okay, but in this situation, it doesn't make sense because she's not actually a toddler.
I think you just got called stupid for the fake apology because you absolutely did imply and mean to imply that she was a whore.
No, because those were 5 hours before, Xena. They're not the same conversations.
No, and instead of just being a real ass bitch,
I'm really glad that everyone lives inside of my head and knows what I think about things. It's great to be
Well, hold on.
what I think.
Wouldn't that just mean? Wouldn't that just mean that you're? Wouldn't that just mean that you're a horrible communicator if everyone's internalizing?
Yes, I am horrible at communicating.
Then stop
100%.
talking.
Okay, so then maybe your mastery of the English language is lacking, and then you should just think before you talk, like Lav.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember how Lav used to never think
man.
before
Just
she
say it.
spoke? I feel like you have the same problem. You don't really think before you speak, and then you have to apologize afterwards. I didn't know that I was slut-shaming her. I didn't know I called him a pedo. But literally, everyone internalized that, and instead of accepting it off the top, you just argue for hours.
Can you
like an
explain
idiot.
how that makes sense that I called him a pedo when she isn't a child?
Can you explain why everyone internalized it that way except you?
Yes, we say everyone like it's everyone when I don't know that it's everyone for a start.
Mods, put a poll in chat right now.
I mean, they're gonna agree, aren't they? The Destiny and Abba, they'll just agree. It's a meaningless poll.
We are all stupid. Kelly is just the only smart person.
That's it.
We are all just
Exceptionalism.
so stupid.
Xena, silence.
Oh.
No, like I fuck with you, Kelly, but I'm gonna keep it real because
Do you? Because you're just accusing me of a bunch of shit that other people are saying and you're not adding anything.
Because you're
Guess
doing
what,
it.
bitch? If my friend shot somebody, I'm gonna tell my friend, bitch, you shot that person. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, nah, you didn't mean to. Nah, you good. I'm not a kid. I'm not gonna kiss nobody's ass. I don't care.
Just
who I
out
fuck
of
with.
curiosity, did not a few people ever misspeak and just don't understand that there are implications behind the things that you said? And you
When
just
the
didn't
hood
realize.
meets the streets of London.
Like, am I the only one that does this?
And I'm corrected. I'm gonna handle that. I was corrected. If I misspeak, and I do it quite often.
Yes,
I say a
and
lot
in
of shit
that
out of
one
context.
situation,
And I'm
I
gonna
said,
admit it.
yeah,
I'm
I
not-
should have been more careful with my fucking words. What else can I do?
Yeah, why are we sticking on this topic? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Who gives a
pedophile thing. It's about anything she says in general, where she always backpedals everything she says off of focusing on the wrong subject of, oh, like the girl said, oh, I didn't say Sprite, I said root
Oh
beer.
my God.
When the whole subject was about to begin with. That's what she does.
It's
She
fair.
walks.
Yeah,
and
Xena,
that's
you
the
probably
issue.
shouldn't give examples. They're not very good.
That is a good example, Kelly, because it happens all the time. Just like now, you said, oh, Darius thought I said that he raped somebody. I said sex pest. My argument was sex pest. Why did it come down to verbatim?
This is a lot fucking worse.
Girl.
On this website, leak
It's
your
not
IP
like
address.
nitpicky.
Snake.io.
It's
You
a lot
implied
worse.
and said that he sexually harasses people, then called him a sex pest.
Somebody
of
find
course,
out-
that's
find me the
implying
IP address.
somebody's a rapist.
There's literally logs of you saying, yeah, he's a sex pest. So why are you even
But I
making
don't
this
say he
argument?
sexually harasses people. But I don't say he sexually harasses people.
Oh
That's
my
the difference.
God.
I
I'm
can
not
say
going to go
my
into a
ex-
Darius
pest.
conversation because it'll fucking summon him, and I'm not in the mood
Not
for
the
that.
point. My point is just off of what you said, Kelly.
Look at the
Anytime
pillow talking right
you
now
say
happening on
something-
stream. Crazy, bro.
Yeah. It would be good, though, at this point, if everyone knows what I am like, but maybe people could just take me at fucking face value
Why?
instead of trying to look for hidden
Kelly,
implications.
We
in
all
the
know
face
you're
value.
a Everyone hates you.
Kelly, are you just threatening
Brilliant.
that there's a young? Are you just threatening that there's a
Wes,
young
bring the
hot
mic
bitch
closer to your
that
mouth
on
and the
his stream?
food kind of farther away, please. You can barely hear
Oh,
me.
Kelly.
losers that try to, like, farm karma from dogpiling are losers.
Come on,
I've
Kelly,
always
are
hated
you
you.
just threatening
I'm the original
that there's a
DOG,
hot
bitch.
with big titties on his
No,
stream?
you're definitely a loser.
This literally started
You're
by me
definitely
asking if that was the British girl who was wrong about ADHD medicine. Like, this is.
And we still don't know what I was wrong about.
Yes,
Don't
I linked
remember
it. I
anything.
linked it in chat. I'll send it to. I sent it to Destiny too.
What was it about?
I didn't know
What did I say
I
then?
sent you the VOD.
That was wrong.
I'm not gonna watch a 10-hour
Kelly,
VOD.
Kelly just wants to.
VOD.
Kelly just wants to be the only big titty hot bitch. That's why she's mad right now.
You just want to pull your tits out to get a couple more views, okay? Don't get on her. You're not much better, you filthy slag.
First of all, Wes, I'm
Fucking
not
why?
gonna sit here and hate on nobody.
You're disgusting.
What are you talking about? What are
Everybody
you
in the
talking
last
about?
day
Hell
has
yeah,
said
I'm a
worse things than I've ever
Yo,
said
sis,
in my
yo,
life.
Xena, why do your
There's
titties look like they deflated?
The
Why your
fucking
titties
Kelly
look so
Jean
deflated?
trialed by and judged by a fucking bunch
like
of
all
idiots
my
who've said
titties
worse things
stop
than I ever
playing
had in my life.
Your titties look like African, like tribal women titties. All right, you need help with them.
Nice. Thank
Them
you.
things
My titties
fucked up,
are real
Xena.
nice.
My titties look better than
Last
yours,
time you
bro.
went viral for your saggy ass titties. Mine go
Went
viral
viral because you pulled your tits out? Would you really think that's going viral, buddy?
Yeah, bitch,
You're just one of the It was stupid enough to pull her
next
tits
time I
out.
should just say they're a whore.
Kelly Jean, if you want people to
Because
listen to what you're
that's all I'm
saying, maybe you should pull your
apparently
tits
learning
out. It
from
works for Xena.
10K in 3 days on my fucking OnlyFans.
All right, John Zerka, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ,
In just 3
dude.
days, and it's still going up. Like, shut your fat up.
You're so desperate. Damn,
Nigga,
dude, you'll go around anyone for clout and just show
Oh, West. Thirsty
forget how
in
you
the
beg for
DMs.
news.
I beg for what?
I don't think anyone's a whore, but I will be careful not to make that implication. But I would
Hey,
like
Kelly
it stated
Jean, I
that
think
don't
you're a
think Anyone's a whore. Of course
You're
you
a
do.
disgusting whore.
No,
I hate
that's
you.
why you haven't been here the entire time.
I hate you.
Baby boys in
Brilliant.
Thailand. He literally fucks men. Like, relax.
Oh, we're getting transphobic in this bitch
Yeah, that's
now.
fucked up. That's
Damn.
not LGTV friendly. Take it
I
back.
said relax. You fuck men. So why are you talking
I
about
don't
women?
fuck
You
men. I fuck male to female transitioned women.
Okay.
Yeah,
so why
they're
are you talking
women.
about
Ew, what the fuck? The ones with the inverted penis? Bro, stick
No,
to
I
the
gotta
penis.
ask. Is it because people are bothered about the, like, anyone who is okay with, like, mild sexism / slurs or whatever, but they feel like if you're bothered by extreme stuff, you shouldn't allow mild stuff either?
Quit.
Is
You
that
dumb
why
cunt.
Kelly, do you
angry?
want
When
to
are you
squash
gonna
our
shut
beef?
the fuck up?
No, I'm asking a question.
And I
Kelly,
wish
do
you
you wanna
weren't.
squash
I
our
wish you
beef?
weren't speaking.
I don't have a beef with you. I try to ask, like, are you going to come on Kick or Keep then?
Shut
and I just
the
got
up.
spoken over. Shut up.
I want to punch you in the head. I support abusing women when it
Squad
comes
don't
to you,
be
you
chat. Squad
fucking
don't be chat.
ugly
Wait,
cunt.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
God, I see you in IRL. I'm fighting you. I'm punching you in the head as hard as I
but
can.
if you say I say
I'm
something
making
wrong,
the beef,
be
you
prepared to
ugly
say
cunt.
What the f it is? Where's
I'm
you have
making
no
the
right
beef.
to talk on anyone's
I'm
appearance
beating your
looking the way
ass.
You do.
And I'm putting it on God. Next time I see you, I'm beating your fucking ass.
Stop, Wes.
You
You're
look
joking.
like
Stop.
Clip it,
Chat,
Wes,
clip it,
stop.
chat. Clip.
We're not making threats on the stream, okay? Chill. Jesus.
Oh,
I'm
you believe this
threatening.
nigga, bro? He walks
just
like
gonna
one
go
fucking
I'm
mile
beating
a year.
Qorantos' ass too.
If apparently it's better to just
Bro,
say
you're fighting the
insults,
ground every
then I'm
step.
just
I'll
gonna
fight
say
both of you at the
insults
same
from now
time.
on.
Go ahead, sling
Easy,
some
bro.
beef.
Wes, you are a fat f. Shut
Go!
the fuck up.
Bro,
You
Wes,
got me
you
with
get
that
around
one.
by rolling, bitch. You're not fighting anybody.
Qorantos, how about you stop
Take it easy.
nut hugging? She can fight her own battles. You
I enjoy talking to
sexist
you,
piece
man.
of shit. What do you think? She's a small, weak woman who can't fight for her own?
Listen, don't
Fuck
accuse me
off.
of the Lil Steve strat. You know
Fuck
what
off.
I mean?
They
Listen,
should replace
relax.
Somalia with a McDonald's. It'd serve Africa
Relax.
better. Fuck you.
Relax. What? It'll be the only McDonald's your fat ass has not been to. But like, come on, let's be civil and let the ladies come together. Because I think they don't have a beef. I've been listening to this the entire time. I just think it's nobody wants to say I'm sorry first. You know what I mean? That's
I
the
tried
problem.
to. It didn't go down well.
Because
Wait,
it was
what-
disingenuous. Because
Well,
when you're
what the
apologizing,
fuck else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get on my fucking knees and
Kelly,
beg for forgiveness?
no. Because
Maybe.
while you're apologizing, it's disingenuous because you're also justifying and saying, but I wasn't implying that. Instead of just being like, all right, you know what, I said it. I wasn't in the right of mind that day, or I wasn't in the mood, and I was just pissed off. I'm sorry. Instead, you're saying, I didn't say that, and still apologizing. So therefore, it's fake because you're not actually apologizing. When you won't even take accountability
Zena,
for the fact that you called her
I
a
try to
prostitute.
explain these things to you. The stuff with just to go on his stream, yes, that was 5
I
hours
forgot.
later.
I'm just
Yes.
so retarded.
No, it's not that you're retarded. Okay, it's just they're two
Don't
different
argue about men.
situations. The two different
But it's not.
situations, and the things that were
It's
said
really
in Discord and chat were not me calling her a whore. For fuck's sakes.
Okay. Can we be
I feel
done
like
with
I'm
this
losing
now?
my fucking mind.